us to look is whatever that is happening in social media. It's just for us to learn. I think in an advanced country, most of the people, as in those ones that have kids, those ones that doesn't have kids, they used to plan their whole life, entire life ahead. They don't depend on any son. I didn't say what Pastor Ted did is right. I think that's right. African mentality. Listen, this is what I'm saying.
Which country do you live? Where are you living, please? Which part of the world?
Let me finish my submission.
I know you are not living in Nigeria and you are not local. Because if you
what I'm saying now, please.
All these people abroad,
they plan
for their
people abroad, they use their children to enrich themselves. You see some people, they will be born because government is giving them money. They'll be having children. Because government is giving them money. Are they giving them money in Nigeria? Are they giving parents money in Nigeria?
Which school Malo said that Ashake goes there?
Please let me finish my submission.
Ask yourself.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that firstly I condemn
that of people. So if you put a private university, you put a Coventry, but I know go only a year in Lorio.
When you say, well, guys,
somebody is speak down.
So what I'm saying is that firstly, I condemned what Ashake did, but at the same time, if truly what Sakuma said is true, though he used the word allegedly, that he gave the man 100 million. So I didn't expect it's not true. Okay, fine. But it's good to plan someone's life without depending on any son, because you don't even know what the person will become at the end of the day. We have seen some parents that they raised their child, so probably they will still need to support the child again till the child will be able to make it in life. So what Ashake did, though I'm not in support of it, though, like me now, whatever things that happened in the past, I overlook it, and I'm doing the needful in a way that I can support. So,
Mr. Michael,
I just want to say that in Africa, we just have to forget the mentality of if I should raise my child, so at the end of the day,
let me tell you one thing. What you are saying is totally different. You know that the man has to depend on his son.
Michael, where do you everybody? Michael, where do you live?
I live in
Mr. Michael. Good morning. Let me quickly respond to Mr. Michael. Please. Let me respond to Michael, please. Can I talk, please? Hold on, brother. Hold on. See, we need to realize something. And we need to understand.
What are you realizing?
We can't just be coming.
So what do you want to do?
Good morning, madam. Please. Let me make my submission. Engineer, please.
In the country I am, if your children go to kindergarten, my children will grow up. I swear on my life, the method of what are you talking about?
Please. Good morning, everybody. Please, can I talk, please? Let me respond to your please, no, please. You let me respond, please. It's not going to be engineer, John, to your ìṣẹ́jú méjì péré ni mo ní ẹ. ìṣẹ́jú kan mo fẹ́ lò iye ọba jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ fún yín o it's not like mo support àṣàkẹ́ I'm not supporting him nǹkan tó ṣe kò dáa mo condemn ẹ̀ bọ́kọ́ tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín ni pé kéèyàn bá ṣiṣẹ́ ó yẹ kí insurance wà ẹ má gbàgbé kéèsì bàbá Mohbad wọ́n lè ṣe Mohbad tọ́jú bàbá ẹ̀ òun ṣe tọ́jú ọkọ mo tọ́jú bàbá ẹ̀.
That one, that government, I'm not like that.
Thank you. Good morning, Paparino. Good morning, everybody. Please, I would like to speak in Yoruba. Please, allow me a job. Now, bó ṣe rí lélẹ̀. Ṣé rí ilé ayé tá à ń gbé ní Áfíríkà ó yàtọ̀ sí ilé ayé tí àwọn òyìnbó ń gbé. À ń mí sí ẹ̀ papọ̀, so ó ń fún wa ní problem.
Kọ́tẹ́ sọ ṣé ẹ lè sọ lóyìnbó so that others ma benefit àbí.
O lè má lè express ara mi dáadáa lóyìnbó. Please, Lagata, please. Let me just say it in Yoruba so that everybody knows it. Jerry ní ayé àtijọ́ ní 70s, àwọn bàbá wa máa ń fẹ́ ìyàwó méjì mẹ́ta. Wọn kì í rán ọmọ ní school. Ọmọ tó bá bí ó máa ń fi wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ oko. Are you getting my point now? So that tá bá ti fi àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ oko, wọ́n lè máa gbin kòkó ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Wọ́n máa ń fi ọmọ ṣe business báyìí. Torí kò sí education. Ilé ìyọ̀tà. Ibi tí ó ti wọ́ wá nìyẹn. Nígbà tó yá, wọ́n graduate. Bí pé kọ́ máa tọ́jú first born. Wọ́n bá ti tọ́jú first born, wọ́n ti bí pé first born yẹn ń kọ́ ló máa tọ́jú àwọn àbúrò. Ṣé ìyọ̀tà ló máa tọ́jú àwọn àbúrò wọn? Ó lọ báyẹn. Tá a bá wá sí Western world níbí ìgbà, ẹ máa rí wípé tẹ bá ti bí ọmọ yín tọ́mọ ẹ bá ti pé 18 years ló ti máa fò jáde kúrò ní abẹ́ mi. Ní tó máa jẹ pẹ́rẹ́ǹtẹ̀ ojú níjọ́ Christmas àti ìjọ bẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ bàbá àbíjà ẹ̀. Ó rà wá fún jù láyé ní kó ra wáìnì fún. Ọmọ tó bá ra mọ́tò fún bàbá ẹ̀, ọmọ yẹn dáa gan ní Western world. Ṣé ẹ get the point mi ní ìsìn? Kẹ́rí wọ́n ṣe design Africa yàtọ̀ sí wọ́n ṣe design this abroad sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀pá ẹ̀. Now, ẹni tó bá bímọ ní Nàìjíríà àbí ní Áfíríkà á tọ́jú ọmọ yẹn wípé kóun lè jèrè ẹ̀. Bíbélì ò ní ká jèrè ọmọ wa o. Ẹ lọ get it straight láàárọ̀ yìí. Bíbélì sọ wípé tọ́ ọmọ rẹ kó bá a lè fún ọ ní ìsinmi. Inú ìsinmi yẹn ni oúnjẹ ọmọ ti kọ́ mi. Tí kì í ṣe kọ́ ọmọ máa pé 50 years, ká máa bá abẹ́ ẹ̀pẹ̀ fún gàrí agolo méjì. Gẹ́gẹ́ ti pọ́ìntì mi nìsín. Ṣẹ́rí tí ẹnjìníà ń sọ, ẹnjìníà right. Nítorí wípé tí bàbá Àṣàkẹ́ bá wà all right, tó dàgbà, tó ṣìgbà tó wà kékeré, tó ṣiṣẹ́, tó lówó, tó wà all right, tí òwò pé bóyá ọmọ wà ní nǹkan kan àbí anything, owó tó lè fi survive wà lápò ẹ̀ pé a máa fẹ́ pé kọ́mọ tó jogún máa jọgbọ̀n àwọn bàbá kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó a sọ fún yín pé kọ́mọ tó jogún èmi gan fẹ́ jẹ 30. Àwọn bàbá kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Engineer right inside me. Ìyá ọba náà right nítorí wípé tá a bá fi ẹsẹ̀ Áfíríkà wò mo máa ń tàtí tí bàbá àtìyá ẹ lè ṣe fún ẹ. Gbìyànjú gbà tó ti wà òkè. Look after àwọn parents there. It's very very important. Àṣàkẹ́ wà all right. Ó lè ṣe fún bàbá ẹ. Ó dẹ̀ lè máa ṣe fún bàbá ẹ o. Ẹ dẹ̀ rántí wípé àwọn greedy father kan wà.
tó jẹ́ wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ gbogbo ilé ayé ìgbẹ́ fún wọn wọ́n á sọ fún pé ẹ̀ ṣe kankan náà ni. So màá fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ẹ bá ti ń ro ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tẹ́ bá ti ń rò sí Áfíríkà ẹ máa fi other side wò. President Benin ṣe Àṣàkẹ́ ti blow lè believe Àṣàkẹ́ kó máa ronú bí ara Áfíríkà nítorí owó ti wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Mo disagree. Èèyàn ní Davido náà.
Kí ni Davido ṣe fún bàbá? Ẹni sùúrù. Davido tẹ mẹ́nu kan yẹn. Ṣé bàbá Davido lówó lọ́wọ́ ni?
Bàbá Davido lówó lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ dúró. Ṣé Davido fẹ́ máa fún bàbá ẹ̀ lówó bó ṣe wà yẹn? Ìyá ọba ẹ̀ ń gẹ̀ẹ́tì ẹ̀ twisted. Mr. Bisons, yeah, this is the thing. What you said, like equally, I will stay in the middle with what you said. But the thing is, in Nigeria, not all parents are well to do. Not all the children that the father look after or the mother look after, the father look after, that were successful. Not all of them. But if you are successful as a son or as a child, yeah, it is your right to look after your parents, to show appreciation. Get every God devices in some way. Oh my God, hold on. Mr. Bisons, you said the Bible said that train your children so that they can give you rest of mind, peace of mind. And he's mentioned one of the peace of mind is looking after your parents, and that is it. My both parents, my mother of a blessed memory, she enjoyed all her life. My father is still alive. Every single day, day and night, we look after him. Everybody tell me, my brother, I say, Papa. You understand? He's retired to over how many years now? You understand? But our responsibility for even sending all of us to school, for looking after us, that alone, is my father perfect? No, he's not perfect. No. So as you as a father, you're not perfect. I almost big.
They decided to have you. You did not force them to the world. So they should take care of you.
Is it
if the country was right and their president was you should not even know thanking your parents for taking care of you.
Let me tell you something, my brother. Let me give my submission. Let me give my submission.
The father is just too over.
No matter what your parents
spoil your child's son.
No matter what your hold on now. No matter what your father, even go share Atake, even go share, you have one thing behind your mind. This is my father. You forgive him. Even the Bible says that don't get involved in your mother and your father argument. Don't get involved. Because let me tell you the fact here, my brother and sister. No matter what, if you're as a kid, if you hasn't got money, what's gonna happen?
So his father will come. Oh yeah, answer that.
Oh no, the same thing I don't saw. The father, he said that
most Nigerian parents are very materialistic. They will not even call him if he doesn't have money. They will say, he's an idiot somewhere. They will not even regard him. He's calling him because he has money. Let's tell you something. As the parents, I don't know if you people are parents here, but I met a responsible man, an uncle here saying he's a parent and his kids are good. As a parent, the same way you want your children to respect you, you should also respect your children. You should have done that. Age of birth on the
I just want to say something to you. Can you always be on the positive side for once in your life?
You can never. I've seen that. You just like a kid.
People are going. No. I know this guy. I just want to tell him something. When 90 people are going somewhere, you tend to go with 10 people. And you know that 90 people are right, but you still want to go with that 10. First of all, let me tell you,
how many times have I go with 10 people that is not the right thing?
So many times.
Has he never done that? You don't like this man. You don't like that. What
is happening is that if you take care of your father, your children will take care of you. Ọmọ ló máa torí gbogbo àwọn míì kan nílò èdè kọ́kùnrin lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ ní òun àgbà ìkà tó sọ yẹn ṣe é rí orúkọ ẹ̀ ti dìtámì inú ilé tó ti jáde orúkọ ẹ̀ ti dìtámì rẹ̀ ṣe é rí párà tó wà lókè yẹn wọ́n ní kó gbàdúrà pé Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kó sí ìgbàlè ìgbà ló máa mọ̀ wípé ọmọ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe fún díẹ̀ tó fi yé ní people are just you people are you are being evil minded your wealth is your freedom no matter whatever your parents can do for you Ọlọ́run ò fi ẹgbà àwọn òbí lé ọmọ lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run òfin ẹgbà òbí lé ọmọ lọ́wọ́ yóò bá ṣe dáadáa nemesis máa mú àṣàkẹ́ yẹn. Let me tell you, you can be a millionaire today and nothing will be with you tomorrow. If that Baba die like that, Àṣàkẹ́ will suffer for his rest of his life. Kí bàbá yẹn ò bá ṣe. Bàbá yẹn kó má sọ̀rọ̀. Tí ọmọ yẹn ò jáde sí ọmọ yẹn wá jáde. If that man doesn't have money, if Àṣàkẹ́ doesn't have money, people will solicit for that man and they will give him money. Àṣàkẹ́ got money. That's why they call him out. They have the right to call him out. Just like me, I am now. I bring for my children. I'm in abroad. I bring everything. But at the same time, I I still believe that they
I'm going for this.
I'm going. If you tell me, I'm going for bye bye.
well, they just took it. Don't bother yourself. If you talk tomato boy here, you be my touch where I got
Send your children to guys, enjoy your money. That's life. Guys, as a father, don't wait for your children.
Thank you so much. Okay. My own submission is going to be no father will wait for this now. But circumstances is not around there. As they go now, excuse my language. Take club. One by brother. Excuse my language. Ade. You see, I realized that a lot of people, in fact, they are sick in the head. Some people will speak and you will be fighting your own spirit that which kind of people with this? Lagata, will you tell me that someone like hold on. Someone like Mayweather, that a papa trained from Peking out of box, come old, make millions, and you tell me that that man will not automatically expect his own son to look after him?
Of course, yes.
Are people crazy? Nobody goes to someone like Anthony Joshua. Someone like Anthony Joshua. Are you telling me that Mama and his father will not automatically expect that my son is doing well inside this aye? Oma look after me. And in the Bible, do not do something to your parents or always make your parents happy, and you expect that money to last. Or someone like Saka that is playing football for Arsenal, with how much he's earning in his papa and mama ears, knowing that he became the earn 1 billion every week, and you now say I should not rely. The son that every Sunday, like I have a son here. Every Sunday, my son travels. I drive him 2 hours to play football. Games. Every Wednesday and Saturdays, I take my son to football. Right? There was a day I was not paid. Right? I got to the filling station on Sunday. My car got declined, and my son got again. Guess what? He's a striker. They are waiting for him. If I did not go to that match, right? He will disappoint the team. I reached station where I'm buying petrol. No. I put my card got declined, and I don't buy petrol already. I was so sad. I look at my son's face. I saw sadness in his face, and I said, don't worry. I gave the petrol guy my driver's license. Tomorrow I'll come and give you money. Right? I made sure I took my son to football. They won that match. Inside me, I did happy say, don't do my father. Now that Peking now go, they collect billions. You know, saying I should not rely on my Peking. God bless you. J-Club, you see what? No. You see, Anthony Joshua, the father was not in his life. But when he started boxing and everything, he demands, he spoke to the mom, I want to see my dad. His dad is from Shakamu. And the fight he fought in London, he brought his father. The father came on stage, emotional day. He said, Dad, you missed in my life, but you're my father. And he hugged him. He won the fight that day in London. So imagine that kind of thing. You have to forgive your, no matter what they do.
How about the other guy, this one who brought his father, who still lost? They beat him.
No, I'm not saying because he brought his father, he brought the law. No. I'm just saying that. I want to address what this man is saying. What he said. I have a son too. He trains 4 times in a week. 4. And he plays Saturday JPL and he plays the other league on Sunday. Imagine, out of the whole day. So, Monday training, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then they play match on Saturday and Sunday. JPL, Junior Premier League. You understand? Like what J Clock said, you have to travel sometimes 2 hours, 1 hour, 40 minutes to go everywhere around your own personal life. That you go drive tire. You will drive. You will not make it, and God forbid, I'm not getting my age. That's what I said earlier, Baba. Most men talking like that. Go and check their background. They have a very, very bad upbringing. That is why.
You see,
and Peter.
You see, it's different. It's different from my own kind. I have a very good upbringing. It's different from my own kind. I have a very good upbringing. I have a good father. I have a very good father. So when I see all these useless father doing things, I see that how long that for me? I have a very good father. And let me talk. You said you drink again and then Nigeria. I want to talk now. Give me some. Let me
have a good father. Nigeria hated for the youth. The truth is, most of us don't listen to these songs of all these guys. Even this recent one, this guy came out to say something. You did not listen to the lyrics. He said, to bad distract me, we might move on. Doesn't mean that he's not there for the fight. Okay, that's it.
Let me tell you, say 1 second here. All these children will still tomorrow when their father die. They will still go and how they call it, they will still go. Just 2 seconds, please, darling. Thank you very much. So, if you have a pet, like you buy a puppy now, and you're raising that puppy, and the puppy, when you're about to give it food, you punch the puppy, and the puppy learns to, when you punch it, learns to like open his teeth to want to bite your hand and punches it, and that is how he grew up and he understands the love language or the raising language. See, let me tell you something. As a Nigerian, all of us here. Just 2 seconds, let me learn. Us as Nigerians here, anybody that's I'm telling you, you should give yourself accolades. I'm telling you. Because our parents didn't know anything about mental health, anything about mental emotions, anything about supporting you mentally and everything. It was just what was in their head. And most of our parents were baby boomers. They came from the villages. They developed the cities that we're in. That's why you see all this bullshit going on. And that is why we want to change Nigeria. Why? Because we've seen how the global economy, the universe is operating. And we've seen we have this exposure, we have this enlightenment that they don't have. Let me tell you something. You cannot supporting Ashake's father here is wrong. As a father, you're an adult, you have privilege. God has
you are not you are man. You don't expect it to understand.
You have privilege.
No. I beg,
Forget that too.
No. Excuse me.
Your child is advantage to you, is a shame to you. I'm telling you.
We cannot relate your expression now because now you get. I want to know colonel sorrow. So you go
Excuse me, I'm not Yoruba, so speak English to me. Proper English which I can understand.
I am telling you that. Hold on, Mama, let me answer you. I am telling you that you, as a lady, with respect, there's no way you will understand from a man's aspect. So just you don't even need to. As in coming to
that is gender inequality.
No, it's not about gender.
No. A man and a woman that give birth to
Give me like that. Give me like that.
Why you like this? Give me like that. Hold on.
Why would you say a woman cannot talk?
Hold on. Can a man talk about pregnancy experience? Can a man talk about pregnancy experience?
For me to have been
Can a man talk about pregnancy experience?
I'm not because I know I'm not a man.
Their children to their father.
Gender inequality.
What kind of distribute their children to their father? This type of thing.
Exactly. I am telling you, hey, lady, I'm not trying to be rude to you. I am saying
They are the ones that are don't mind that. They are the people instigating the children to their father.
And you
That's their problem.
If you are pregnant, I cannot relate what you are going through your pregnancy. So it's not about gender inequality. So, why are you like this now? Why are you like this?
Now let me say this. Yeah. I don't know how many men we don't get stroke. Now joking the joke. Now guys, do you know how many men we don't get stroke out of saying they think too much about how they want to raise a family? My son never eat. How long to go and work out? My son never choke. That son will now grow.
Jacob. Do you know how many men they die past women for this world? That one has pass.
You know, say what are you talking about?
I don't know family to my
do you know that a lot of Igbos, I respect their parents. When their people don't go Lagos, they will tell them every month, I'm your father, I'm your mother. You must be sending small money to us for village. I don't care. Make sure you work hard and look after us. You know the kid that they're not sending. And that is how it should be. Right? I'll go and make you over time. Raise my kid. You can't blow, you can't get money. No parent is praying to rely on their children, right? But when you old, sometimes some things happen, some sicknesses happen. You know, to go old is not easy. And if you are able to look after your parents, look after them. Don't be saying they are the big and it is very important that you have man to come out. That's what we are saying. Let us get this. Listen, it is very wrong for you to come out and come and tell you about attacking. Let me tell you, anybody get the way they want to their own thing. Baba, wait, listen, don't trust me. I know I first say my picking will be that kind of thing. You understand? Baba can't do now you get reason. You don't do you don't get attention. He's happy. Let him move on. It is lifestyle. If you don't do Asake is sad. And as you brought your phone down, Asake is sad. I don't do it every day. But don't tell me. Let me tell you this here. In fact, his rank has gone up. Let me tell you why. Listen, don't use father fighting for father. His father, listen, his rank has gone up. You know why? Hold on. His rank has gone up. Wait, his rank has gone up, and I'll tell you why.
Let me tell you something. His rank has gone up. Women are not like
listen, let me explain. The same man, listen, the same man that came out. Wait. Can you imagine? And you get the king and you're coming on
let me tell you something.
And I pray my father doesn't do that.
Listen, why do people like to condemn people just like that? The useless father. Can you imagine? Why do you think people
Why you
hold on. Let me hold on now. A lot of people do this thing now. A lot of people give about Mohbad money because they know say na he train Mohbad carpentry. Say he was there, na he train the boy. That alone, that emotional part alone, it makes a lot of people to say, this man, even to say in the fumble now, that point alone make people to want to help. Now, all of us we are here condemning that man.
But they don't want you to be better than them. When you're better than them, it becomes an issue. You start saying it's your mother.
Why did you say that?
Your mother. I'm telling you, poverty mentality and jealousy. Let's address it. Mental health is important.
A lot of our parents will go to our far, Babalawo, pastors to pray for us, behind us. Say, okay, my Pekino is this, is that. Baba, make him way pure. That one, you're the same. As a parent, always want our children to do better than us. Anyway, that is the prayer. That is why we will build house. We expect our children to enter the house.
What is not like story for the gods.
See, all these people,
Can you go see your family and cousins and your can you go see the time you were going when you were young? Everything has changed.
You cannot understand this conversation.
See, in our country,
they will even use their sacrifice to kidnap you. I'm telling you. Continue now.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Hold on, not talk now. You guys are talking. See, as these people have the system made a place for fathers when they finish working and they will have pension. They have a system where they can go to their old age without depending on their children. Where the government will create something for them. Maybe just our African setting. Okay. Go to my guy, you're my brother. Go.
Thank you. Because I'm at work, I just want to quickly say something. See, like what J. Clark said about this, the way he takes his son to the field. I want to use my own as an example also. I have 3 boys. If you live in Belgium, you know how far this distance is. We are living in Est. From where I'm living to Antwerp, it's like 47 minutes drive, yeah? And I'm also going to work, and I'm also playing football also, yeah? So for me, my training is Tuesday and Thursday. But my first son is training in Antwerp on Monday, Wednesday, and on Friday. And my second son is training in Leuven. And from where I'm living to Leuven is about, let's say, like 35 minutes drive. It's also close to me. So I have to bring, because they are 3 of them are playing. One is playing in my city here, and the other ones, they are playing far away. So I have to drive my first son to training on Monday, and I will also, the same time, if I pick them from school, they are changing inside the car, their clothes, their training clothes, they are changing inside the car. Bring them to the venue, and on Tuesday, I will go to mine. On Saturdays, 3 of them, they are playing matches. So one will play, for example, one will play in Charleroi, and that Charleroi is like, you have to drive like 2 hours to there, yeah? And I will come back again, go and bring the other ones to their training. After their match, they will leave them in their canteen, because their coaches, they know also that I'm bringing the rest. So tell me on Sunday, I will now go and play my own match on Sunday. After doing all those driving on Saturday.
And you still do school run, no?
Yes, I only bring them to school every morning and bring them back from school.
Oh,
so now,
you don't use all of my finish.
If they grow up, they make it. Then you now tell me that I don't use my brain or what? I don't deserve to eat my neighbor. I don't understand.
I have an information about that.
I really don't
about that Ashake's father. I have an information, credible one. Those are, don't ask me how I get the information. You see, Ashake's father, Ada Isaleko, he likes to squander, like sitting down in a bar and ordering everybody for everybody. I'm telling you.
That is not an excuse. Ashake is doing the same. That is not an excuse. That is not an excuse. Let me ask you one question. Ashake Are you telling me that Ashake is not helping someone that is, you don't even know them at all? Are you telling me that?
My son, I tell you that you should do that. You as a father.
You don't know
Father
Ashake.
to go to a bar and they will Ashake, Baba Ashake ni, Daddy Ashake ni. Some people want to give you. Some people want to give you. You are giving because you are Baba Ashake. Lagata, the truth.
It's not the truth.
I don't listen to that. I don't listen to that.
That's 1 second, last time. The same way Baba Ashake, they do for G, they blew money, they drink when he was bringing Ashake, training him. The same way, it is a lifestyle. It was not let that affected him by raising him up. He was raising him at the same time funding his own lifestyle. So that is not a big deal. If Ashake father is a jai up on his man, it is lifestyle. It is not a big deal because even when Ashake was a little baby, the man was doing a jai at the same time he was raising him. It's not a big deal.
Now it is a big deal. Your child is not a big star. Your son is not a big star. Like father of a big star, you have more responsibility on you like that.
You didn't do so Ashake didn't do responsibility as a father, as a son. Again,
This father wants to not do a job as a son. Want to be planted and disappointed on himself.
He didn't do well as a son. Ashake fucked up. Simple.
Okay, let somebody else speak now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, my brothers and sisters, fellow Nigerians. I will request if Paparino can hear me. I will start in a different order. Paparino, give a round of applause to all the mothers in the house and all the mothers that are listening to us. A round of applause, please, if you can. Is Paparino there? So let me start. I want to start from there. Let's give all the women in the house, all the mothers in the house, a round of applause. Let's give all the fathers in the house, all the fathers in the house, listening well.
Excluding Ashake's father.
Now, so now, let me tell you where I'm coming from. All fingers are not equal, regardless of how you look at it. And don't use your own life to measure and juxtapose other people's lives. Now, I want to ask everybody here a solemn question. If it so happens, and I don't wish it, that Ashake's father passes away tomorrow, what sort of burial do you think Ashake will give the father? Anyone?
They will 10 cows. And they will, it will be a flamboyant one.
Okay. Invite all the stars. We invite all the stars to the burial.
Golden casket.
The basket of $20,000.
Says, honor your father and mother so that you may live long and probably have prosperity in your life.
So their days will be long.
Yeah. So if we look at this process, we look at this situation. He, an avid follower of Ashake, managed to jump on the stage and managed to sort of like profess to the world, I am your #1 fan. My father is that stroke. Even if it's $1, please help me. Do you think Ashake will not do something?
Of course, yes.
So we look at the frivolity sometimes in life, and someone did say, nobody, look, this is my son, or my declare, and all that kind of stuff. We can't use someone's personality to kind of judge them. It's just the way things are. Sometimes we celebrate our own winnings in life. We celebrate it that way sometimes, and it doesn't matter whether you are black or white. It's just the way you are. Now, this situation, when the father came out, I probably would have thought that if you are doing the man thing, you should have withdrawn that situation from the public space and take it to the backyard somewhere and go and deal with it there. And as it stands at the moment, yes, everybody will profess what they do for their children. A number of things is actually taking shape, and people are saying something about as a parent, you will do the best thing to make sure you can depend on yourself first before you kind of dwell on depending on your children. But again, all fingers are not equal. So with anything that the father may have done wrong, with anything that he may have done right, the situation right now is got to a point where this should not have come into the public place. I think he should have been man enough. Everybody is right, depending on how you swing the pendulum. But the parents depending on their children is not a cause. Its circumstances sometimes actually lead to a situation where parents will reach out to their children and say, help me. But I think that we've seen celebrities in the past who have been rich before and are poor today and can never go back to being rich again. You only have one chance sometimes in this situation. My prayer for Ashake is for his glory to carry on shining and for his money to carry on growing. But my prayer is for him to look at it within himself and actually do the right thing. Take this off the public space and look after his father. Thank you.
Could you have said the father should take this off the public space? Would you have said if the father hasn't come to the public space?
Out of desperation. No, let me tell you something. Yeah.
Are you listening to what
the moment you take your plight to the public, the moment you take your plight to the public and your son is a public figure, once it's overblown, it's overblown. Now,
thank you for confirming that man made a mistake.
I think I don't forget that the man. The man said he has been trying to contact his son for over 3 years.
Exactly.
So what are you saying, bro?
Ashake
He was trying to get his attention. He was trying to get his son's attention for 3 years.
Does Ashake still have a mother? I'm not sure. I just want to ask. Does Ashake still have a mother? If he has a mother, the father cannot get through the mother and get through Ashake. And social media. What are you saying? What are you saying? Stop doing this.
Let me tell you something. If I have
support you in your bed. Social media.
Let me tell you something, Brad. Yeah, if I have one single advice for Ashake, I will tell him, to honor, call his father, go and see him, do the needful, and the whole thing you're saying, will be times 5, 10 positive for him on the social media. It's a call to duty.
The same man, this price.
It's a call to duty.
He came out 3 days ago and he said, me and my son, we are cool now. He has reached out to me. I'm happy.
You'll be power of social media to go to correction.
So this. Do you think this should not go up the social media?
Did you go?
You are not in your touch with the reality. I don't blame you because you already told us here that you can't get a can of it. So if your parents you don't see the total. So you got to shoot out your my father get money, he signed
I have a question for you. A simple question. Do you actually believe there is room for redemption? Do you think that these people can still come together and make amends? And if so, what will be your advice to them, to father and son?
Thank you. There can still be redemption, but I still believe that Ojo Apa the Jojo Ara. At this point, the redemption should be listen. Let me just say my thing. You see, the redemption now is there should be a camera in place. Ashake and his father arguing each other and then telling the public that no, or make they just turn out to skip, say, look, I don't know how they will do it, but that's the only way. The man at the end of the man has come out to apologize and to me and my son the time. Let me ask you a very specific question.
So this is what they talk. A father should come out and do video. Do you have brain at all, bra? I don't get any father. I don't get father. We point begin. You get it. To come for our video because it's saying and making no sense. Everybody that they do for themselves.
If I ask one question, I give to a big guy in my work or touching me, but so I big guy. Right, you said, Popsy, again, I didn't build house. Now, if by God says he grow very, very old, right, he can't die. Muti response follow it. No accept me. Now, if a Popsy can't die, I'll the house, everything, completely. Are you going to give that to charity or are you going to maintain that property? It's a question. I just want to know what you do with that.
You said if they should take the properties back to charity, is that what you said?
I said, will you take your property to charity? Because obviously, about what I expect anything out of the money.
Thank you.
But a lot of time, children inherit their property.
Yeah, let me answer that question quickly. I think it was 3 years ago. I told my father, I will be a shit on investing time. We should all have me. Popsy, you know, we got to another only go she masters a friend. No. Owó tó bá ti wú tẹ ní sìn, ẹ ti rán ọgbọ ajáde. Owó tẹ ní sìn, ẹ máa jẹun yín sìn o. Nǹkan tó bá kù, ẹ bá máa lọ, àmọ́ àbáyé máa ṣe. Just because he has given us what we want already. Gbogbo aláti ń ṣe dáadáa. Do you get it now? So my father would listen, you ask a question. Listen, let me talk now. Now, my father would now not be in the position to come to social media láti máa pariwo. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ ti sọ fún pé owó tẹ níyì, don't give anybody anything. Máa make sure tó bá lè ta ilé tó ti níyẹn, tà á kó máa jẹun. Despite wọn máa fún ẹ lówó, tà á kó lọ ṣe fàájì orí ẹ. That is it. That is how it should look like. Do you understand? Now, I don't expect my father to now come out maybe years later and say, hey, ọmọ crowd burúkú yẹn, ó máa ń lọ ìlú kan sí ìlú kan, kíní kan, kò tí ẹ ní fún mi lówó, èmi níyí o, kíní. He won't do that because I will tell you that ilé mẹ́ta àbí mẹ́rin tẹ̀kọ̀ ṣé mo ní kẹ́ lọ tà kẹ́ máa fi jẹun. And he is still working, money is still coming. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ṣe nǹkan sílẹ̀ torí ọjọ́ ọ̀la. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa fọ̀rọ̀ ẹlòmíì kan tó ṣe ọ̀dísà. Ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ká kọ̀ máa defend blindly. I've answered you.
I said if your opposition dies today and all 3 houses.
Imagine advising your father to sell his property.
Are you going to
ọdẹ ṣọmọ ọdẹ tèmi ní ṣọmọ ọdẹ tèmi fúnra mi ní tí mo ní bàbá mi ta tiẹ̀ ní ṣẹrin ọdẹ.
I know when listening, those things I left behind, will you give them to charity and say because you don't get money, you don't want to touch them?
I'm not going to give them to charity. I'm not going to give them to charity. I don't want to give my property to charity too.
So why?
Let me tell you what I would. No, Why would I give it to charity? He worked for it, and he gave it out to his children. After he has spent enough, not be told his job.
Will you rent them out or sell them? That money, because let's say you want to sell them. That money, are you going to give that money away or you will put it in your pocket?
I will spend that money. I will shop it. My children will not even eat out of it. Because my father works for it. It's good to eat properly. It's good to joke now. You don't know. They want to chop your father's money now. You don't know.
God forgive you because we don't know tomorrow. Baba Shakir does not pray for stroke to happen to him. When you are growing old, you don't know what might happen. Right? People, something gets wrong. It is wrong to now come out to come and castigate your child. That is what I'm saying. I know everybody can see, anybody can see. He has done it his own way. At any time. Hold on. He has done it his own way. And I like the fact that he had the courage to come back again to say, public, I'm so sorry. Me and my son, we're now in good talking terms. I apologize for what I do. Nobody perfect. He has come out to apologize. Do not hold that against him because you are
sorry, Illuminati. Papa Shakir already has 2 strokes and 1 glaucoma in his eye, so he can't see 1 eye, and he already experienced 2 strokes.
If so this is what you guys like for Baba Shakir, maybe you should put TikTok account for him. Show you come out for the woman. Yes, because that's the only way you can
get money everyone. Yes. I'm sorry.
Good morning. Very good. Good morning. Hold on, sir. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. The way you are talking right now, right, is very simple. Pray that nothing happens to any of us. Baba, to be on a sick bed or to be paralyzed mentally is fucked up. If you are in a position to keep helping, right, it's not a big deal. As I can pay money for say, Papa, if to be giving Papa 1 million, in fact, half a million every month, right? As I said, big Sam, forget what he has come out with, right? Now, out of this,
nothing to him. I will follow your sin and I agree with you 100%.
Come on, how much the money?
No, but have you read the recent news?
Now lie. Listen.
I said he has bought the house. I saw the video. Father was
are you there? Listen,
good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Well, even as I said, right, the money, hold on, don't worry. The money as I said, per second, last one is the money. I said money.
You can give birth to a child, you can't give birth to his behavior and how he
please, so that's someone else. You people are talking sick. Please, let me
Good morning. I've been here since. Good morning, everyone. So you know one thing I know about life is that every human with individual differences, but there is one thing I want all of us to understand is in every family there is Joseph, and every family there is David. So where in the case of Isaac, many people may say, if it is that the papa can't finish him, the man, the guy career for social media. Then let's ask ourselves, some of these people that Azaka gave money to, give millions of naira and do this, did they help him in life? Some of them, he didn't even know them. He didn't even know where they come from. Some of them may be some of his father's enemy. But he gave them money just because he wants them to do good. See, there is one thing, in as much the father did not come up and say, I want to kill Asake. Asake still hold that father all what is due. Asake need to help that man. Because at this point, if you are not being a father, if you are not a father, that is when you'll be talking about, say, this sin is this sin is that, this sin is this, that man is a disgrace. Anybody that said that man is a disgrace is a stupid man. Any man that raises his hand is mouth and say that man is a disgrace to father. It's a stupid man, because there are some people who have that kind of child. At the end of the day, they will say when they maybe after their pregnancy, you can go and abort this pregnancy and let it go. If it didn't come to life, it caused his birth. For causing his birth already, say he was the one that gave birth to him. That means it holds
with him all what is due to support that man. And one thing I want us to understand about all these things is that before that man comes out, do you think if Asake is showing just little love, forget about saying the man squander money. That is how the man has been using the life before he gave it back to Asake. And I want you to understand something. If it may be the kind of life that man is using that prompt Asake to become a singer. Yes. I want to let us reason in that way. It may be the kind of life. If it is this life that say, my pikin, stay here, I want you to stay here, do this or that, Asake may not come to this level. Okay, let's take for instance.
Is it right for him to come out?
Just hold on. Take for instance, do you know the reason why, if I say the reason why Mohbad is singing, Mohbad was popular is because of the father. He met it from the father. And he took it up from there. Let's also give kudos to that. Now, for the man, before the man comes out like that, if you are not sick before, you will not know, you will not understand.
Baba Asake was Ajiwere. Ajiwere is a musician.
Yes.
And that's how Asake got his upbringing.
The inspiration from there.
Asake brought him up. Everything he is today is from Baba Asake.
Let's understand something. No. Wait. Let's understand this. That's why I'm telling you this because everything. Before that man will come out, you come and do that kind of thing. What he touch man here, he doesn't know how to maybe block where. What does it take that man to be giving? If you're giving that man 200,000 every month, I don't think the man can finish it. 200,000 every month.
When you all do extent, like it's even 200,000 actually small for Asake. Give him 5 million.
No. Wait. Just wait. I'm just saying it's 200,000 every month. Say that.
Daddy, please, I just have a question. I'm a child. Please, I want to ask you a question so that you educate me further. What can you say about children that you raise even better than Asake and his father, and they end up killing you? What does that say? It tells you that destiny, you see this destiny, you have to be very critical with it. God gave us free will. So it's left to you to bend and motivate and balance it accordingly, especially when they give you a child. You groom that thing well. If you do it according to your path and the child doesn't behave well, for me, if I better Asake and he's behaving to me like that, and I know as a parent I did everything I was supposed to do, I swear to God on my life, my last life, I will not come to social media. Nobody will even know I will die like that.
God bless
and repercussion and karma will take over him. You don't understand what I'm saying? You said children as Africans, as Nigerians, is actually bullshit.
See, you are in a position. You
can give you a child because of something you did to somebody or something you did to your grandparents or something, or your grandfather. Maybe
you are blaming that man.
Give you that child to teach you a lesson.
May God not let you. If you are blaming that
action. You guys
so priceless that to drag on West, what
are you saying? I need guy, wait.
You can even bet your enemy that can kill you.
More useless than that
child.
You are calling another father's useless man. It's not done, of course. Don't call that man useless man. He has not one day, he has not.
Who does that? He is a useless father. Nobody can tell me not to say that. Because he came out to
yes, I cannot call Asake father a useless father.
Try to talk now. They don't mute. You don't talk again. I'm here.
Sorry.
Try to talk now.
Sorry, sir.
It's because you are new.
Sorry, sir.
I'm just even coming.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good morning. I need everybody for reading the house. First of all, let me start with the father of Ashake. Please, nobody to come for me because I want to give my own opinion. As a father, you don't supposed to come outside and explain whatever explanation you want to give in social media. Because your son is a celebrity guy. So you're supposed to look for how you will speak to your son in private. I know you have tried to reach your son according to what I heard here for the past 10 years. But that will not give you that. I don't think, let me count my words to say because he's a father and I don't want to say use some nasty words here so that people will not come for me. So I want to count my words to use. And number 2 question. Are you telling me now that it's only as Ashake that man have as a son or as a child? I don't understand. Number 10, are you telling me now that, for example, Ashake is not celebrity or is not musician, is a poor man? Are you telling me that man will try to reach Ashake? Is that what you want to tell me? I don't understand. So because your son is a celebrity, because your son is a social media influencer, because your son is a musician, because you know that this is the only way you can disgrace your son. Thinking that you are disgracing your son, you don't even know that you are disgracing yourself because you are the father of that boy. You are disgracing yourself. How will you come out that because you have not reached your son for the past 3 years, then you came out for publishing so that people will talk against the young boy? I don't even sure if that man even take up that guy when that guy was YouTube. Now they are making, now the guy has become big, now they want to cry out so that people will talk. Now we are supporting father. See, let me say it. I know that it's not easy for a father. I understand that. I'm a woman, yes. I have a son and I have a daughter. I know it's not easy. But when a father does the right thing, your child will remember you. There is no more child that forgive easily. There is no more child who will give that tormenting social. They are expecting the child when now the child become big, the child that make it, they are expecting that child to come and remember you. It's hard time for some men to wake up and understand that there's no old children that will make it in life and remember you as a father. When you are not good to that child, when you did not do anything that supports the mother to throw that child to become somebody in life, then you are expecting that child to remember you easily. If our own gender, we the parents now, our child is like this, I wonder how our child's time will be in future. That man doesn't have any right to come outside. Yeah, he don't support. It's a big disgrace. As soon as I'm coming, I'm here. See people here.
So I want to ask you a question.
Ask me question now, so that I will not forget what I want to say. Please, I'm coming, sir. Sorry, sir. So the man does not have any right to come inside. And if I'm that Ashake, maybe the year, or I don't know how many years they want to give his father before he will come to his own life to take off his father, I don't know. But maybe for me, I want to give 5 years. For my father to come outside like that, I believe I will increase the year to like 10 years. And I will not do anything. And I will not come outside for my pockets. For my father to come outside to disgrace me. Am I the only celebrity in that Nigeria? Am I the only musician in that Nigeria. How will my father came out to say what? What do you want to say? I'm sorry. I don't understand.
If you grow and God forbid you have stroke and your son is a multi-billionaire and you are calling him, he does not pick up. What will you do as a mother? Let's leave the man now. As a mother, if your son is a billionaire and you have, God forbid, and you have stroke and you be calling, he does not pick up. What will you do?
Okay, you just ask me a question. Let me answer the way I know I can try to answer. Let me tell you. If that kind of thing happens to my enemy, and I try to reach my daughter, that particular child I'm trying to reach does not answer me, I think I will leave that child in that.
It's easier said than done. It's easier
said than done. Wait, let me tell you. There's another side there now. I don't understand.
Stop lying.
Hold on. Illuminati. Wait. See, brother, I think I said something. Illuminati, I think I said something.
Please.
Listen, Michael will be a footballer. Listen now, when you want for right? How come they don't say just if the king will look for? They went to go and kidnap Michael Obi's papa because they want ransom. The moment Asake blew up, automatically his mother, anywhere she goes, people see her as Mama Asake. They expected her to be on certain level automatically. The same way Papa Asake, superstar. They expected the man to be on certain level, showing that Asake is looking after him. It's just a normal thing.
Let me ask you this question. One thing that we forgetting that has the father been in the boy's life?
Yeah.
Was it there?
Yeah.
No. Most of the time, men don't be there for the
point
kids.
of correction.
Point
of correction. Let me correct you.
Yeah.
Even like 1 million people came out to say the man was there from the beginning, even when the mother left, up until when Asake blew up. Now, I'll give you my own example. I just said it just now. Son is a footballer, right? Now,
yeah,
he got signed to academy. I'm not going to mention the name.
Okay.
Now, hold on. The academy, they are paying the parents £280 every week for bringing him to football training and all of that. My son don't know what to do with money for now, but we are keeping for him. But if I need money, right, to have a tight corner, I can borrow from that money or use that money.
You don't have to borrow from that money. You have to find another
go and train your own pikin. That's my own son. I'm talking for my own self. You don't tell me what to do. You understand? Let's stop being hypocrites. You understand?
That's the reason why we get you one day when you find out that you have been borrowing and you have not been paying.
Listen, it's my son. I can do whatever. I trained him. I raised him. I took him to where he got signed. So whatever I do with his money, right? I have a job. I'm an IT guy. I don't need his money. I'm just giving it as an example.
Okay.
I work as a software engineer. I don't need his money, but I'm just telling you that, if, as you are, your son is a billionaire, and God forbid, you grow old and you fall ill, automatically, you want that child to come and look after you. It is not a crime. Don't let us use our mouth to say something.
No, what we are saying is that I don't think you are understanding it. There must be something. Listen, some parents, some fathers do things that suffer, that put the kid something, so the kid will never forgive. So those are the things that we have to find a way.
But if Asake father died now, Asake will call people to come and bury.
Maybe he will not. Maybe he will not show up.
Can you do that? Can you do as a person if your father did something like that?
Let me show you. Let me tell you something. I have a friend whose father was very mean to that my friend, and today that my friend, she has no feelings for the father. So when anything happens, if she wants, and even though we talk to her, she said, no, that man have shown me pepper in this life. So sometimes what some men do to their kids, make the kids to have that.
What about the one that the father raised very well? The one that happened in my area, the father.
Thank you.
At the point,
Where's of Ghana? Where's of Ghana? Why do always sometimes in the movie and in real life, women will grow, they will wake up one day and say, you this boy, I will go naked, I will curse you. My breath that you suck, I will use it to curse you if you don't do this for me. Why do you think they got right to do that?
It's not every woman like that though.
See, now you're being biased. Definitely, it is not every man.
What I'm saying,
hold on.
Be honest. Say,
do they have right to do that?
Listen, I don't do that.
The only thing that will make me
we have right to do that. Each other, the mother and the father, we have to be fair to each other.
What of Ghana?
Let's find what's happening.
Do they have right to say, I want to go naked midnight and cause this child for not doing this for me? Do you think they've got right to do that? That mother?
I think that the social media is hot. But if he have maybe...
Would he answer my question now? Does she have the right to curse his son or his daughter for not bringing money for her or for not looking after her? Does that mother...
She has no right. No. The woman too has no right. She has no right to do that.
Oh.
I have come with some, because this is an issue I've discussed with someone a long time ago and I can't remember. Growing up, I know some families, so I'm going to just put everything together. Now, I was telling somebody a few months ago that it is only God. I don't know how this future thing plays out, but to be honest with you, none of us can predict tomorrow. I have seen where a father took care of a child. I don't know how they are today, maybe cousin, I can't even see them anymore. Now the man is dead. Do you know they did not take care of the man? And I've also seen where a parent did not take care of a child and still had, and she or he still have the fear of God and still consider their parent. You see, these are case studies. We can talk about it, but everybody's reality is not the same. I was telling somebody that, you know, you will say, oh no, no man, that job. I don't know how it's. I've seen where somebody did not take care. Me, you know, they did not take care of their parents, and God did not punish that person. We can talk from now till tomorrow. To be honest with you, I don't even want to say anything about this Ashake's issue. But I think that we should pray that he have a small heart. Somebody should go inside somebody's heart to talk to the Ashake, because you know what? Even him bringing him to social media, that one is no good area. The father has committed a crime number 30. So now let's all pray that God will touch this boy's heart so that he can, because maybe there have been something the father has done that have pushed the boy so out that he doesn't care anymore. That is going to be the problem.
And the father came out again and said, me and my son, we are now settled. He has reached out to me and he has promised to buy me a house and do the needful. The man came out himself. So for that, I gave that man a drop cap for him, because he didn't just come out to say, Ajake did not look after me and just boom.
Asake has reached out, he has confirmed, and this is not even write up, it's a video that he made. So nobody's perfect, but let us know this. No parent will be happy deep down to know that the child they raised grew up to be a billionaire, and you now say, I don't depend on this or on our money. I should look after myself. Listen, may God help us. People are two mouths, there are two faces. Talk is cheap, but I pray that when you grow old, those that are saying your son or you're going to write, I pray that when you grow old, your children will not remember you in the name of Jesus Christ for saying all these things, because it's a wicked thing. Your children will not remember you. Jebi doesn't work. Jebi doesn't work. If you do not, Jebi doesn't work. Every individual, either you are a woman, that
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
You know that the panel is full.
Yes, now, can I ask you a question? Okay, yes, now you ask me.
Before you ask a question,
okay.
you want to say something?
Okay.
Because I have
Yes.
I don't want to ask questions. All right.
Yeah, no, but I was here before you, please.
Fire them.
Let me say something. Okay, thank you, my love. Now you are causing, you said, if your children will not take care of you, blah, blah, blah. So you want to tell me that Ashake's father, too, did not take care of his own family, his own father, too? Because if you are saying that if you did not take care of, because I have people saying that if you did not take care of your own father, your children too will not take care of you. So it applies to the father too. Does he take care of his own father? Yes. Before this happening to him, did he take care of his own father?
Have you touched another base, like if the man did not take care of the woman, I mean the mother?
Undisputed. I swear to God, right? We're already speaking about that. Every individual who did not do the right thing, right? Okay, carry on.
Yes, I just asked that question, please. But what I'm saying is that if you people are saying that, oh, you will grow up your child to when you become old, they should take care of you, they should do this. What about parents that have, children with autism, children with disability, children with... These people are living their whole life just to take care of that child, expecting nothing from the child. They want to see that child grow up and do things on his own, but not for them. So what do you want this parent to feel? If because you have a child that can work hard and develop himself mentally, everything, and you still thinking that, oh, this child should come and do for me. What about these parents that don't have this kind of children, but they are working their whole life just to appreciate God because they have this kind of children? To grow up.
What is your point of emphasis? What is your point of emphasis?
My point is that you have a child. God did not give a child for them to grow up and take care of.
Don't be irritated when she's talking. When you were talking, nobody was irritated.
Exactly. Don't think that your child grow up.
I'm just asking a question.
Yes. Let me just say this. Even like if you are holy, if you are a good heart or kind-hearted person, you don't help anybody in return for them to do anything for you. But some people will be helping, even though their own parent or anybody they want to help, they will be expecting like this person should, appreciate me, this person should know me, this person should pay me back. No, as a human being, do what you can do. If Asake knew or have the best memory with his family, especially his father, he can never ever think of not loving him when he needed him. So if you are judging Asake today, please try to know his story. try to say, Asake, I'm not in your shoe, because Asake is not like someone that is not reasonable. He's a very reasonable guy. So for his father to be coming on social media to call him out, it means he doesn't care about his emotions. I cannot think about money that I'll be gaining. Even if Asake go to his father now and give him all the money, he can never take the trauma that he has put Asake through. He can never take it away from him. So no matter what, you are a father, you look for the best interest of your child. No matter what that child do with you or do to you, even my child abandoned me now. As a mother, I can never curse my child. I can never curse him because he's my child. I always feel that imagine if you are not in this world, like you died at the early age when you left that child. What will you expect from that child today? You cannot. That child will be in this world alone, suffering. So don't expect anything. You pray that yes, when they grew up, they remembered you. But it should not be like a must. Because I know what I'm going through for my own children, that I'm appreciating every day that I have them. I will go for the moon and back for my children. And I don't want anything from them tomorrow. If God knows that I suffered for them in this life, show them the love, show the God, they will not forget me. And the same thing goes to my father. I have the memory of my father till now because what he was doing to me when I was little. My father will never allow me to hawk in the market, to hawk anything on my head. For that one thing, because I saw how many of my friends went astray because of that. They will go, men will sleep with them because they are selling things. My father never allowed me. And I appreciate my mother today. Why? When my father died, she also continued the same thing. My mother used to hawk for us to come and eat. She never sent me out to go and sell anything, neither sell my body. But you will see parents today will be sending their kids out. They will sit at home, sending the kids out to be hawking. No matter what they bring home, they don't know how they are getting that money. Do you think when that child grows tomorrow, they will have good memory of you? Do you know the pains they go through when they go out to bring that money for you? So please, as a parent, this is just a lesson. Don't raise your child in expecting of anything in return. This is a gift to you that God gave you. It is your responsibility. When you do it well, it's just like plantation. When you have if you have a plantation and you are watering that plantation very well, they will grow up the way you want it. Please, thank you very much.
Also, before you go, quick one, people, sorry about that. Do you understand the prayer that you guys pray that says, I want to eat the fruit of my labor, fruit of my womb? Do you understand that prayer?
Yes, I understand the prayer. Can I read it the way I know it?
Oh, yeah,
the fruit of my labor is that for me to live, to see my children succeed. For me to live, to be alive, to see my children can do the things on their own. If that's my own prayer as the fruit of my labor, I should not die before my children, like I'll see them succeed. That's the fruit of my labor I want. I want to live long for my children.
This is a wrong interpretation. And I know that a lot of you here understand.
For me, my fruit of labor is for me not to die young and leave my children. I want to be there for them till I see them like succeed on their own. That's my fruit of labor, not me because I want to be eating when they be bringing home for me. I'll be relaxing. If God do that for me also, so be it.
Okay, but my question is,
let me just give my submission before you guys engage each other.
Can we allow you to speak, please?
My question is,
please.
What
Please, let me speak before you guys engage each other. Allow OOG to speak, please. Thank you, sir. Please, I will just give a brief submission and run down. Greetings, everybody, Paparino. First of all, let's do it like this. If, as a parent in this world, anywhere you are,
once you are given the privilege to be a parent, you are a caretaker. If that responsibility placed on you as a father and a mother to a child makes you a caretaker, if you don't do that responsibility to the best of your ability, and if you consciously and deliberately neglect that family, including the kids, for whatever reason, you should not grow old and try to find a miracle from somewhere. That's by the way. Number two, Jesus will do this and Jesus will do that. It don't work anymore. This is 2025. Jesus is slave ship. Don't use Jesus to blackmail your kids. Number three, I'm going to go a different direction. The billionaire, Wigwe, the billionaire who tragically passed away with his wife and his son in the helicopter crash. That man lived his whole life, right, in money. And not once did his father, who happens to be a 90+ years old man, not once did his father come or tell anyone that my son doesn't take care of me despite all his money. That means he did the right thing before he passed away. Now he passed away, and his father, that is going to 100 years, takes the granddaughter, who is the daughter of his son, his late son, takes that girl to court over properties. Now, would you say Wigwe, the billionaire, the late billionaire, he did not take care of his father so much so to the point that he had to buy, and the father had to put his eyes on his property that was controlled by his daughter? Ashake, we don't know them, and we don't know their story. But yeah, we cannot say he has done everything wrong just because he's the one that has money now. Now he get money, now everybody I go deal for the family. We only know about the father now, but we don't know how many relatives send him messages per day. I have this problem, I have that problem, and I have this problem. Now we heard rumors. He gave his father some resources and some mobilization. Whether it's true or not, we don't know. But he did that. It's a rumor. The same way the rumor is there that he neglected the man. So it's a give and take situation. Now, if he did that for his dad, and for some reason, we are where we are today, where somebody advised the man that, okay, since you have messaged him and he did not listen, can you come out and tell people your story? Maybe people can feel pity for you, and people can reach out to Ashake on your behalf. I don't fault that, but what I fault is when people come online, not just this planet, of course, it's all over the internet. When people come online and try to make it look like, okay, he has been a responsible father all this time, and his son that is now in a better position in life is the bad person. I'm not gonna do what he did, yes, but you don't have to say because he did not do what you think he would do, one God somewhere or one Jesus somewhere will punish him. You are not his ancestors. You are not in his bloodline. His ancestors was there before he became successful. They endorsed it, not you. So you don't have any divine power from your emotional feelings because you feel some type of way, you did swear for another man became. You not even did their bloodline. He became successful in that family because there is a divine endorsement on him. How he manages it is not your problem and it's not your business. If he decides to say, okay, today, everybody fuck off, I'm flying my father to Singapore or Germany, what are we going to say? Because I think I asked a very important question, which even though I don't see things as typical Nigerian anymore, he has a point. If the man, unfortunately, if he passes away today, there's still going to be some kind of resources to put him 6 feet. So even if you've gone through all this trauma and all this
anger and all of these things, just cut the man a slack. Give him a third chance. Give him a fifth chance. You know, he doesn't have much time anymore. And all the things he did before, squandering your resources, you're going to have 20 times over. So yes, I advocate for that. Forgive him, give him a third chance, give him money, even if you don't want to see him because you have money. But let nobody put that young man in a spot of saying you are committing a sin against God, you are committing a sin against your bloodline, you are committing a sin against your people. Because that is not true. If that was true, he would be broke. He has hustled. And once upon a time, his father was living with his mother. I don't know if they were married. We did not see anything, did we? Now the children see things. Me, today, I will not lie for you. I don't have anything against my father, but I don't have the best relationship with my father. And that is not because tomorrow if I become one thing, I won't do anything for him. No, that is because he did things that as we have grown up to become men and women as his children. When we recollect certain things, we're like, oh, come on, man, this man, wow, this guy sharp. But that does not mean we hate him or we do anything. So if you want to support the father, it's fine. But don't make the son look like he has never done anything good for his family in his
Can I ask a question, Job?
Who be Job now?
Can you hear? Oh, sorry, I thought it was Dog. It's OOG, right?
Paparino, yeah.
OOG, yeah.
Paparino, yeah.
Do you believe in karma?
In karma?
Yes.
It depends on your definition of karma and the concept you are defining karma from.
What is your definition of karma?
I don't really believe in karma. That's why I said it depends on your definition. I'll give you an example.
If you don't believe in karma, then why are you blaming Ashake for anything?
I'm not blaming him. Have you been listening to me? Let me give you an example, bro. The people who have been killed in Gaza, in Palestine, in Iraq, by human beings, people who gave the orders for those bombings and those destruction, what do you think is the karma for those people?
Okay, fine. So let me not put this question to him. Fine. Illuminati, can you hear me? Illuminati, can you hear me?
Okay, let me mute for now.
Sir, do you think Ashake father has done the best?
Okay, to my own best of knowledge, right? According to him, he said he's tried to reach out to him for 3 years, right? But he never responded and all of that. So for him, maybe coming to social media, and I believe that they must have pushed him anyway because he's had a stroke, he's dying. Come out and speak, let the public help him. Maybe that will make Ashake to come out from his shell, right? Maybe that is not the best approach, but I'm not going to blame him for coming out to do that. Now that he has done that, his problem is solved because Ashake has responded, and I believe that alone would have put a smile on his face and said, okay, thank God. Because in the state that he is now, the man is dying. How much do you want to give him? God forbid, stroke is not a joke. Nobody prays to be going through such. So, him coming out to call you out, fine. That is his own best way to do it. But I'm not going to blame him for doing that at the same time. I'm not. Because if I can place his father on a monthly salary, regardless, he's making money now. How much are we giving that man? If giving that man money every month, like 1 million naira, he's got the money. Come on.
Alright. For a second, is Ashake responsible for the problem is that his father was facing? Like, was it the direct
Illuminati? Sorry, host. Illuminati. Do you know if at any time this young man placed his father on a salary when he first blew? You don't know that?
Okay, listen. To me, my parents are on salary every month. That is my own choice. Now, you just mentioned Igwe the other time. We don't know about Igwe's story, about his father's story. But you won't talk about Ashake's story. That is not fair. But that is...
Igwe's father never came out like Ashake's father when Igwe was alive.
Listen, nobody... We don't have to do things in the same way. You don't know that you just the ginger, bro. If you grow old,
I'm not ginger. I'm just trying to point out to you. You want to use
you are not divine. Stop dictating that kind of
I'm not dictating, brother. Listen, from your tone, it shows that you are dictating. I'm not dictating. I'm just telling you. You are using Igwe's story compared to Ashake. And I said, you said Ashake's story is this. Do you know about Igwe's story too? Whether before the man dies, then get issues. We don't know.
Did Igwe's father ever come online to say he's sick?
He doesn't have to come out. He does not have to come out.
Abandoned him for 10 years. Abandoned him for 50 years.
He doesn't have to come out. We don't do things the same way. That's why we're not perfect.
You sound like those wicked uncles. The man don't die now. Papa carrying grandpa go court for the same property we would die in the next.
Whenever you want to call me, you can call. Listen, whenever you want to call me, you can call me. I'm a good son to my parents. I look after them. Nobody, they don't have to tell me that, right? I get paid. I transfer money to them. Within me, I'm happy. I'm not in the era of they don't move anything. That is fuckery.
If someone doesn't want to do like you,
let's not take it too far.
If someone don't want to do like you, don't talk to them.
Nobody will win. I'm not fucking with anybody. It's your choice. I have my choice. You understand? Come on, bro. You can never be a good man. Even though you're trying to be, you're trying to put their mentality, you can never be a white man.
You don't believe in karma.
I tell people.
I can never be a white man. I don't think like I believe in my ancestry.
I can never be a Igbo man. Forget.
I believe in my ancestry. I don't believe in
let's not make it about people. Let's not make it about
Jesus.
Let us speak intelligently, please. It's not a
Jesus, we punish
intelligent conduct. Yes. Listen, you don't understand me based on white or black. It's a human. No. It's a conscious. That's what I'm saying. He mentioned that even though I don't reason like Africa anymore. And a lot of people say that they'll come to abroad, they'll say, I don't even think like Africa anymore. Let's forget about that. That's not my point. That's what I'm doing. I said, do you believe in
karma? That you are ignorant. I did not say that. I said in typical Nigeria, Mr. Man.
Guys, can we just come down to karma? These people swear a lot. Does anybody?
I think karma is real.
Illuminati, do you believe in karma? Karma is real because there's a spiritual being that we don't see. So karma is real. So and for Gabi, let me come to Gabi. Hold on, Gabi. I don't mean white men like that. I don't mean to disrespect. It's not like anything. It's just a saying that people say, I don't reason like Nigerian anymore because I'm in abroad now. That is not. I'm not trying to go on that route. It's not what you're thinking. No, Gabi. I'm trying to correct the fact that people think like white is superior, white is most intelligent. You have to be white to be good. So I think that's the perspective it's coming from. Anyway, you don't have to be white to be human. You just have to be human. So now, Illuminati. Do you believe in karma? Do you believe in karma? Karma is real, say. Okay. If you do believe in
Paparino, tell us the karma that has happened to King Leopold and his descendants and the people that have been killing children and women.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
Okay.
I'm coming to you. I want to really establish something. I like to establish my thing so that we will know where is left. So if you believe in karma, Illuminati, let's say Paparino right now, like me, I'm taking, I give birth to kids, okay? It's my choice to have children, right? My children didn't force me to have children, all right? By natural, knowledge, I felt like I need a kid, okay? That's why I decided to have a kid. In fact, the thing that I do may result into having a kid, into pregnancy, and we all enjoy it. Now, let's say that kid come now. I did the best I can do for that kid. Don't forget that first I have to take care of myself. That's the most important thing. I'm able to take care of myself. That's why I'm able to produce a child. That's how it should be. Before you go into making children, you are able to take care of yourself first the most and foremost, and then you can now make as many children as you want. Okay. Making children is not one big achievement, it's not competition. I just think it's a process of life, and it's not meant for everybody. Whether we like it or not everybody who comes to life make children. Some people are barren, some don't even have to make children. Some have the opportunity, some have the opportunity, and it's not a humiliation. Okay? But the most important thing is for our society, our environment to be safe. That is the most important thing. Now, on this basis, Sazon says something very crucial, very important. If we do believe, please, don't interrupt. If we do believe in karma, Sazon says something. What if Ashake's father did the same thing to Ashake's grandfather? What if it's karma that just happened on Ashake's father and we're just bringing emotion in? What if tomorrow in the future, Ashake's child does the same thing to Ashake? Where for Ashake to even have to hear from his own child, Ashake will sweat like this. What if? You see, sometimes, right, we just assume they will just bring in a lot of emotions, and that's why people will be doing bad. They will hardly answer for what they have done. We refuse to look into this family. That could there be something? Because we are saying no matter what that happened, no matter what, Ashake must listen to the father. But what if Ashake's father has only done the same thing to the grandfather? Then would you support that Ashake should do the same?
Okay. You see me, I'm a very straightforward person.
Yeah, what if Ashake, get the question, what if Ashake, grandfather has done everything for Ashake's father, and Ashake's father got money, everything, and he was carried away and became careless, and he did something, and that grandfather swear to Ashake's father. Would you say, let him be punished, let it happen to him, or you will say, no, you should forgive.
Paparino, fuck that man, he has done the same thing. Let him suffer till he die. Because when you are in pain and your son...
Why are they blaming Ashake now?
Hold on, that's what I want to say to you. Because we didn't know that back end story, right? I'm just talking based on what is happening right now.
If karma does exist, for him to have been going through this thing from Ashake, it means he must have done something to his own father too. If karma does exist, that's why I believe in karma.
Listen, there's a karma, right? And I want to believe that karma is real. Do you understand? The same way we have the good child and the bad child. Some kids, no matter how you're good to them, they're still going to come out bad. Do you understand? So if Ashake has come out to be this way, I'm not saying he's a bad person, even though his father has not done anything to his grandfather, then to me, the human feeling in me does not support that. Because you have the money, giving that money and that man monthly salary every month is not like by force you must do it. It's just the humanity in me that prompted me to say that Abba now, this man is even sick. I'm not compelling him. Nobody should tell everybody how to spend their money. Me, I'm just saying that Abba, God has blessed you. The grace has found you. No matter what this man has done, find it in your heart. I'm not telling the man how to spend his money. No. That is my own point. So nobody should hold me responsible for that. But to me, Abba, in the little you have, look after him. Period. Maybe coming out to come and say whatever I said is a bullshit, it's not good. But at the same time, right, now your papa look after him. It's simple.
The damage that father has done to Ashake's name right now, can he ever remove it?
Thank you. He can never remove it.
For nothing.
Okay, Paparino, ask Raf that calling another man useless, is it a fair statement? Is it good? Is it a good statement?
It is good. Now, anybody can be useless now. I can be useless in the next 5 minutes. Doesn't mean you can be useless.
Do you know the story? Do you know their story?
It's not the story you don't know.
Come here for a minute.
Do you know the story?
Illuminati will not go pray for you. And I
You should be calling him useless.
Richie, very quickly on Pra's side, let's get this straight. We are together. Let's hold on. This is Pra's. Let's get one thing straight. There are useless fathers.
I didn't hear that question.
I think my line is useless fathers. Period. Can I come in?
Yeah, you can, but
Can I come in for a minute, guys?
We know that. We know that.
Can I come in for a minute, guys?
Illuminati, let's be realistic about this. Take all the sentiment away, right? I understand the karma. But when you look at the history, this guy gave his dad, before he even reaches the stardom, 100 million and built a house. And the history, rumor, we can say rumor, the man squandered the money and even sold the house to gamble and was drinking. Is that a good father, sir? Can I ask you guys?
We're not there now. I want to come.
No. Don't take sentiment to it, please.
She had and he lost to Kari Olusho allegedly.
And Kari Olusho as well. Thank you.
He's not saying anything ourselves.
Why do you want to believe that? I am not being on one side. I am talking based on the witnesses. All the witnesses that have come out said Asake did not buy the father anything. This is
I read. Listen, I read.
That is what you read. The people that
listen,
even the teacher.
I don't know. One minute, please.
I have friends there.
One minute, please. Look at Bonner Boy.
You see what we are talking about.
Please, look at Bonner Boy and his parents.
Some of us not just.
His mom followed him everywhere. His dad doesn't go with him, but they all enjoy to the fullest. Yeah, what their son is bringing. Ashake's mom, for you guys don't know, Ashake's mom was at the O2 cellar for Ashake. She was dancing.
I saw that. I saw
1 minute. She was dancing behind his son with joy. And Ashake has been looking after his dad, but the dad has not been forthcoming. There's some dad, listen, there's some father with just span. Guys, don't take that out. And there's some father like a real father. Yeah, you present in the life of your child 1 minute, and what you guys have to be thinking of, why was the communication? What broke the communication for 3 years? Do you think that that's not a brain sense? That is just
that? Richie, can I ask you a question quickly, sir? Okay, what can you say to the witnesses' statement? This is not written. It is
for me, at this stage.
Hold on, one minute.
For me, at this stage, if it's true about the stage of what the dad has done, squandering the money. If I was Ashake, I would put him in a house, I'll build another house, right? And I will get care and supporter, whatever for him. But I will not give him money directly anymore. I'll give him allowance, yes, on a monthly basis. But listen, if I can give this guy 500 billion, I'm telling you right now, it's going to go on gamble. You know what gamble does to people? So why you guys just
gamble?
Why you guys just
gamble? We just ruin your life.
Exactly. Let me share personally. Come on, let's be realistic about it. I'll look after him, but I will just let him see.
Richie, I was asking you a question.
Even if Ashake give her a life like this, she will use Ashake life this stick.
Richie, would you believe witnesses' statement, the video statement, and what you read online? People that are there, that know Ashake growing up, that know Ashake, lifestyle. Even Ashake, Tunde, I don't know if you know Tunde Phoenix. He used to manage, what's it called? Ashake's boss, Olamide, Tunde Phoenix, came out to complain about the same thing. That's not even my business, right? Now, you are concluding based on what you read. The man did a show, the man did he sold the house. And people that know them proper, even Ashake's daughter, what can you say about that too? Ashake abandoned that child. The child and the mother, listen,
the mother of Ashake's daughter, they are both living in Ashake's father's house, raising Ashake's daughter up.
That's why Ashake built him a house.
Hold on now. Is it possible for Ashake to have built this man's house and people that are coming out as a witnessing statement to come out and say, no, Ashake, I don't do anything for this man? Wouldn't they talk about that? Or wouldn't Okay, hold on.
Let me ask you, do you think Ashake, the money is earning, do you think he would have abandoned his time for not just a reason? Come on, let's ask ourselves. Don't say that.
I'm not saying, listen, I am not condemning Ashake. I'm just saying that, hold on. Okay, what can you guys say now about Ashake not looking after his daughter and the mother of his child?
How would you know?
The lady came out now. Now what did
Do you know the reason why he actually bought the house in the first place? That's so the house.
Richie, I think we need to be careful about this narrative. We need to wait until one day Ashake opens his mouth and says that he built a property for this man. Let's be careful about what we are thinking now until we get the finalize his mouth. Let's not.
I said that is the best way to do it.
The best way to do it on my emotion.
Did you hear the man say his own father is trying to cajole him? What is cajole? I don't understand. He said it all. It's a man of few words, and he said it all with his music. I don't know. Guys, don't be emotional. If I'm the Ashake, I will look after this man. I will put myself in the house and get somebody to look after me. What's this noise?
What can you say about the Ashake's baby mother coming out to say Ashake has abandoned them and the daughter? What can you say to that? Now, is she lying? Or is she telling the truth?
Because I don't know what she complains.
Can I make my submission? This morning. So, I want to make a submission on the personal experience. I want to make this submission on the personal experience. And, most times, every one of us on this platform, we have our stories, we have our background, and we may not know everyone's story, but then when issues like this, rise, it is best, we tackle it, based on experiences, maybe what you have seen out there, or maybe personal experience. So that is where I want to come in now. And I'm going to be, I like, Paparino's question, if you believe in karma or not. Now, somebody made a statement that says that, if Ashake had the memory of his father, I think that is a valid thing. While you are growing up, while a child is growing up, if the child has the memory of the father, it can still, pave way a little. The child can stay something better in the nearest future. But in my own experience, at least
sorry.
Now, in my own experience, I was at least, I think I was 5 years, when my dad left, and it was not only me, we are 5 of us. So typically he left 5 children for a woman, and that is where the beginning of the struggle began. So when a man dies and the family is struggling and the child grows up and all of those things, it's still better because you know that okay, the man is not alive. But in a situation where you know that the man is alive, but he's nowhere to be found, situation whereby your dad lives and you don't even know where he is, no traces, that time there's no phone. There's no way you can even think of, say, okay, let me look for this man in this kind of place. So, they left, and the struggle began. All of us, even my younger sister, the last one was just barely a year, that time, So, now, when you did all they could, and
years, I didn't see him. I didn't even know where he is. Nobody saw him, you know. It was just blank. Like, you know, just like saying you don't have a father out of your life and all of those things. And, you know, while growing up, yes, it affected, you know, our self-esteem. It affected my self-esteem. You know, that was what bet, you know, the reason why, you know, my mom had to take, you know, me to the orphanage home. Some of you that know the story that like when I shared it, I lived in an orphanage home. So that was what bet it. You know, that was what bet that story. Because you know, she couldn't take care of us and she couldn't leave. You know, but the best thing she could do for us is to just take us, you know, me and my younger sister anyway, you know, to a place, you know, to a place where they could train us and care for us and all that. But the rest, you know, they went through life. You know, is it education that didn't affect? Is it so? Now, when we grew up, my father came back into the scene, you know, when I was about graduating from school. I went to a TV school. So when I was about finishing, that was when he came back. You know, and I still didn't even see him until after my youth service because of distance and all of those things. So even my sisters, my brothers, you know, they've already, you know, they're already grown to, you know, they've had some things doing for them, and you know, even that up to this moment, you know, some of those things still affect us, you know, as children, you know, even when we try to make ends meet and all of those things, those struggles, you know, the setbacks and all of those things. Now, my point is this, you know, now he came back, and the way we saw himself, it was a very funny way, like a very, very funny way. And you know, come up with a normal father pleading excuses. This was the reason why I left because of my mom, blah blah blah, this, da da da. You know, the excuses were there. But you know, the anger was also there for us as kids, as children. You know, the anger was there. You can't take that away because it was as if, okay, now you are done. Well, now you don't come now. What do you want to come and do? You know, even that my sister, my elder sister was okay, now that you have come, what do you want to do? Because everybody, we are not good. We don't like, okay, need you as a man or as a father anymore. But the question is, was he doing well as at the time he came back? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. You don't have to maybe he heard somewhere that maybe even with you, we are in our best years. We are now with somebody we have money. You know, you don't have to maybe heard something like that. It still meet us in a way that okay, these children are still struggling and all of those things. But you are coming back. You are coming back with nothing. And we still have the experience. We're still trying to like back out of the struggle. So now, as God will have it, you know, God favored my sister, and you know, she became, you know, this and that. But you know, the only thing that gave my father, you know, this easy way into our lives is the fact that we know God. You know, let me just say it was God, because for every one of us, we are just telling that no, just we don't need you, just go and all of those because of the anger, because of all of those things. Even my sister still say today that if not because of God, like just God will not even be saying you have to take care of your father. Listen, that she will not even think of taking care of my father. You understand? So in a situation as that, now in a situation like that, karma will only come in when you yourself as a child, you start having your own family, and you are trying to take the same step your father or your parents took. That is when I feel. But a child that decides to say, no, this is how I grew up. My own children will not go through this. None of my husband will go through this. And you do your very best to make sure that
you break the chain, basically. Even if you break the chain.
So you invest in yourself, you invest in your life to make sure your own children will not go through what you went through in the hands of your own father. That is when I feel that karma will not work. It is now left for that child. That your own child, is now left for that child to now grow up and decide to take care of you, because the child will not feel the impact of you as a father or what you went through in the hands of his own grandfather or grandmother. The child will not feel that impact because he is not directly affected. So the child will just want to live his own life and say that maybe my father suffered for me or this, that. The connection, the impact will not be felt in his own life because he's not directly affected.
Listen, the bottom line, the dad should.
So karma will only want to play in that scenario, in that situation, whereby you yourself maybe you have forgotten how you forgotten how you suffered in the hands of your own father, and you decide to now say because some children live with that trauma. Some children grow up to live with that trauma. That is, if you are lucky enough to have your self-esteem in check, to have people that will bring you and that will make you understand that no, this is not how life is. Because if I tell you the people that lived in the orphanage with me, then if I tell you how their life is right now, man, you see all these things we are saying, maybe not because I have one side life now we don't see. Nothing. I see one way live with them bring to that home when he was 3 years old. 3 years old. The guy now don't run mad. The boy don't run mad. The father is late. It was the father that even brought him.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Take crime.
Now,
Nigerian system. No.
That brought him.
Yeah, I understand.
It was the father that brought him,
and
the mother was nowhere to be found. So now,
I understand. The caring of orphanage in Nigeria is different. I agree with you on that.
See,
don't go that route. Don't go that route.
No. I'm only saying. No. The point I'm trying to bring out in this story I'm trying to make or this is that it takes only God for a child to remember his parents. Forget it. It takes only God. Because by the time you look at a child,
you are going different direction. Listen. No, you are actually, honestly speaking.
I am
Don't deviate. What we're talking about is Ashake of his parents.
I understand. I'm only trying to see this case about that. I'm only trying to make you understand that I'm only trying to make you understand in this case about that now that see what Ashake went through. I can tell you that I also went through it because.
Where are you going now?
No. Hold on. If Ashake decide to be, no matter the outcry, no matter the social media outcry.
Let me help you a bit. Am I understanding? What K-Crown is saying, in order for karma not to kick in, you can correct that situation at that point in time. Look after your father so that your children can look after you. You can break
Ricky said, the chain. Yeah, that was, no, Ricky said already. That's the chain. You said that, yeah.
Sorry, can I ask a question, please? Now, to the men in this house here, on this panel, I just want to ask, do being a parent help you understand some certain things and decide to forgive a parent who has hurt you? Does being a parent yourself help you understand? Because the reason why I'm saying this is, anyway, let me just wait for an answer.
You're right. Listen.
Help you.
Yeah. Yes, it helps you because now that you're in that shoe as well, right? There's some certain expectation from your children as a father, to deliver to them. And if you're lacking, if you're failing in those aspects, then you understand that, maybe my parents too, maybe. It doesn't matter where you are, maybe even in abroad, we struggle sometimes.
Thank you, Lati.
You go through a lot of things.
Yeah.
So that's my own understanding.
Because let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, right? When we grew up, our parents, I'm talking from my own experience, that was a strict discipline measures, right? You get chastised, you get cane and all that. But bro, you can't put a cane to a kid. Are you getting the point? And you want to improve on what your parent taught you. We don't go to work negative. You go to work positive. You takes away what is not meant to be the way you live in, and then you add more quality to your kid's life. And at the end of the day, they'll be fine. that discipline
Yeah,
is
exactly.
important. Yeah?
Yeah, this can I say something, please? You see, the reason why I ask this question is this. If had it been Ashake, although I didn't really follow the story very well, and I don't know much about the Ashake himself. But I just want to say, if Ashake has become a parent, now, not the one that, because I was going to understand that he has a daughter that lives with the baby, the baby mama. If Ashake has become a parent that is active, like he's in the life of that child and they are living together and he has to do daddy rules, like daddy duty, then he would have understanding. He would choose, like he would decide to forgive his dad. Because you know what, this is what I'm saying is because the father of my children had a very strenuous relationship with his dad before he himself became a father. Okay, when I came into his life, I tried everything I could to bring that relationship back. But even though the things I heard that happened, even me myself, I was like, nah, this man really messed up. But I tried all I could, but it wasn't working. The moment the father of my children became a father, and you know what God did? God now gave him boys like his dad. Gave him boys because the dad also had, 2 boys before, yeah. So he had boys, and he now saw how hard it was to provide, to train, to nurture, to take care of, but to raise boys. And I saw him by himself. He started reaching out to the dad. The dad had tried all he could to reach out to him. He wasn't answering, he wasn't responding. But as soon as he became a father, he now started, realizing that, so this is what this man went through. This is it. Him himself had to travel back to Nigeria to strengthen that relationship. And today, they are good. They are body. I don't even know.
This is my story.
Exactly. That's a good way to go.
This is my story. When my dad traveled, when I was age of 5, he traveled to London, right? I didn't get to hear from him like 6. Get to hear from him every day. And the parents saying, my father in London, you know, even call me. I go to vex. At the point, he shall carry me come London. Now, when he carry me come, what I say, those times paper no day and struggle too much. She get. Now I came to London. Paper was easy. Did it for me. My friends, we don't get paper for London. I see the way they struggle hard to get paper. I see how crazy it is. How people run away from immigration and all that. Now, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have blamed him or get angry or get cranky at him at the point. See, understand? So sometimes life is just, it has a shape that you have to follow, it's a pattern. When I have my own kids too, I make sure that what happened to me, I don't want to be giving one child any explanation saying, don't worry, I'm so sorry. I'm there, I'm playing my role 247. Because if you don't play your role very well, these kids will question you. Dad, where were you? Dad, how come you didn't take me to training? Dad, how come you?
And now you have come to Ashake's story.
Yes.
That's what I said. Before you blame Asake, before you blame Asake, try to know the story first.
I am not blaming Asake. I said the humanity in me is what brought out the emotional part. I'm not blaming Asake.
And the thing, what I also noticed about the father of my children is that he now started making conscious decisions. Like he now saw that, okay, his dad was going through this, that was why he did what he did. So him himself is now trying his best not to be like his father. He now understands that, okay, let's say now there's a responsibility of paying school fees. So he worked on himself so that he will not be his father that his son will now, have issues with. So he mended his own relationship with his father and also made sure that he does not become his father. the immediate future. This is
because he is a good person. He is a reasonable father. But some father will not be reasonable. They will run away and leave you because they don't want to go through the stress. Even some mother will leave their child. Even some mother will leave their child and go, even in this abroad, because mothers don't want to run every morning. Some father don't want to run school runs for their children. They don't want to they don't want to miss that party. They don't want to miss that gathering of their friends. They will still give their children for adoption. It's happening here, even here, that you will not suffer for children and that much. Just your time they need.
Irresponsible parents.
Exactly. They will give their children out just because they don't want to sacrifice. Me, I'm talking about sacrifice. I'm not talking about money. You have, you don't have, be there for your child. Don't give them away. My mother, I lost my father when I was 9 years. My father left my mother with 6 kids. My mother never remarried till now. That's a sacrifice. She was 30-something years when her husband died and she never remarried. That is the sacrifice I'm talking about. You have to sacrifice. If she was that woman that is not reasonable, she would have gone and remarry because she was still young. She will forget her children. And today, all of us will be scattered everywhere. And who do you think will take care of her? You have to sacrifice, bring your children close. I never remember that my mother will wake me up and say, go out and look for money for me. Never. I leave my mother's house when I married. When I was married around 20-something to 26-7 years, I leave my mother's house. She never sent me out for it. She never bothered me. Like, I want this, I want that. This is the sacrifice. Don't bother your children when you know they cannot provide for you. Provide for them if you can.
It's a different story.
Go out and hustle for your children.
On this occasion, it's a different story. Ashake has
No, Mr. Richie, we are talking about general life now.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
We should not just base on Asake, because this is the story that brought Asake here today. You never know what that father did to him. Maybe he was not, because
I support you on that. I support you. But he has riches. Listen, Asake has riches.
Asake has a father, and someone else has to raise Asake. How come?
I'm just saying.
For example, Mr. Richie, now I have one of my cousins I brought here. I brought her here. Imagine her father don't have, her mother don't have. And me, that at least I suffer for my money to bring her, to give her a good life. Who do you think when she becomes somebody to tomorrow, who do you think should be the priority for her first? Me or her parents?
Her parents.
Imagine her parents, and what about me that sacrificed my everything for her to get a good life?
Don't be selfish.
You see, you are contradicting yourself. You see?
No.
You see now?
Wait.
You see?
I am not asking. Wait, listen. I'm not asking for her to do that for me.
You contradicted yourself.
Imagine. No. Wait, listen. You guys are not listening.
Guys, don't divorce her.
No.
You want to divorce her.
Listen to me, friends. You are not listening to me now. Listen to me. Continue. Listen, friends. Wait.
I don't have to listen.
For me, listen. I'm not expecting. Listen now. Listen. I'm not expecting anything from her because I did it for my heart. But imagine now, for all this sacrifice I did for her to succeed. Even now, I'm working for her to eat. Her parents did not do that for her. If I was selfish, I would not bring her. But tomorrow, when she grows up, if the parents will try to say, no, she's our child, she's our this, she's our that, and she forgot what I did for her, is it a good thing?
It's not.
Imagine when she was
forget what
it's a normal thing.
Exactly.
You should be the one who motivates her. Don't forget your parents. You should be the one on top of her case.
What if she be ungrateful? What if she be ungrateful?
Exactly, and they
Yeah, so
are there also.
You don't have to be discerning about it. If you want to do something and you do it from the bottom of your heart, you should do it.
Exactly. Yeah, no. What I'm saying, tomorrow some people will say, your parents, they are your parent. But forgetting that this person also, no. You don't have to tell her they are your parent. What about they did not do anything for her to succeed?
You're not the parent. I don't know why you.
Okay, because becoming a parent is a what?
Is it like
okay? Let's new generation.
You see what I'm saying? You cannot become a parent without your responsibilities. If you want to bring child into this world, try to know that if you bring them, you will take care.
Listen, you are expecting something in return. That is why you sell this movie. If not, you wouldn't say what we would say.
It's the same thing with Asake I'm trying to bring. Like somebody brought Asake up. He sacrificed for Asake, but the father did not sacrifice for Asake. So who do you think Asake should owe? Because he's the father, but he did not. He never sacrificed everything for Asake.
Asake, Papa, his father, start taking care of him since he's 3 years old. Mama run away. I don't know the story, but the father has been. He's the one that raised Asake from 3 years old.
Illuminati.
To when?
Illuminati. Let's be realistic. That story doesn't hold any water. You know why?
That is what you said now. I don't get here.
Let's be logical. Right? The mom, hold on a second, guys. The mom followed him everywhere. So the question we should be asking, right, is what's the relationship between the dad and the mom?
Why did the mom left the father and left Asake?
Exactly, that's the question we should be asking. But listen, and at the same time,
they are blaming his father for what? Okay, Asake.
Hold on. You've been emotional about it, right? Listen, Illuminati, we have to be very objective here, right? You don't know what kind of father Asake has, right? And we don't know the relationship between Ashake's mom and his dad, right? We don't know. But having said that, as Asake is a grown-up person, right? And with all the blessing God has given to him, are you getting my point? If Asake is spending 100 million on just like a giveaway in Nigeria on every year, he's capable of doing that without any age, without any problem to his money. So this guy allegedly, bought a house, car, and gave his dad 100 million about a couple of years back, and the dad squandered the whole thing, right? And maybe that's what got him. Maybe that's what got him to look at this man, right? That's what we call this man. This man, right? And he's watching, and he was watching it from afar because he got frustrated.
Guys,
I'm saying, if I were Asake now, I would take care of this man because of his health. Hold on a second. The man has a stroke. I will take care of him, but I will not give him money directly.
Richie, that's
no have money anymore.
I said the humanity
to gamble with
the way Asake is making money now, right? Even though that one has messed up, God has blessed you to the max. Just do your own bit and look away. But let us leave that. Now, Asake Papa is messed up. What about Asake that is not standing up to look after his daughter and his baby mother?
God bless you.
What can you say to that?
Do you know there's a DNA issue around that as well?
No. The man said Asake accepted his daughter. And guess what? Ashake's missus and the daughter are living with Ashake's dad.
I actually saw Asake and his daughter playing in the flat. That's what I think.
Why will the mother?
Why is a DNA issue now?
Why will
that's what I read.
Out? No, the father said Asake has never denied, even the missus. But why is the mother coming out to say that Asake abandoned them? What can you guys say to that Ashake's behavior? Because if you say his dad is messed up, Asake got money. Why is the missus coming out to say?
And do you know he's not married yet?
It's not about marriage now.
No, I'm just saying that it's not answering to any woman at the moment. It's dating, come on. It's dating this Eva.
Somebody is raising your child. Somebody is raising your child.
What has the child done?
I'm just saying, I'm just supporting your argument that he hasn't got any commitment elsewhere yet.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm seeing some sort of pattern in Ashake's behavior. It's all about fame. See, I'm a single mom. I've got 2 kids.
But for me, I will look after the dad, but I won't put money into his hand anymore. I'll do whatever, get him a carer, whatever to make him feel comfortable. But I will not spend that money on him.
My point, the point I want to make to you. The point I want to make to you is that we see there are stories out there. And you appear to be selective about the one that works for your argument positively and discard the one that works for you negatively. And you see, the thing is, until we fact check all these stories we are reading on the internet, remember, Ashake has got a fan base. And remember, when people make up stories, they blow it up because they support the guy. So until we can actually fact check, maybe there is a pattern in this guy's behavior. Maybe there is something about him that causes him to behave the way he does. And I think that when this thing came public, Ashake himself allowed it to drag on. And he was posting all sorts of stuff on social media himself. So was he kind of gloating at the time? And how long did he want to gloat until he realized that he's also assisting to actually kill his own brand and his character? So some of these things, when you look at it, there are people naturally that will be wasteful. You give them 100 million today, it will be gone tomorrow. There is no 2 ways about that. And I've seen men.
Thank you.
In their 50s, they have squandered their next generation's inheritance. Have managed to sell all the proceeds within what they've achieved whilst they are living. And after squandering all that, you're now in a precarious position. You now have all sorts of old age moments. And then you want those children, after you squander their inheritance, to still want to come and help you.
Yeah. And then putting the cost on them.
And then some children will see it as if, well, whatever the case may be, he's still my father. And don't forget about one thing. When people tell stories, and they always want to kind of destabilize the woman's character. People say the story about the woman left at the age of 3. We don't know the story, one. We also do not know whether that child had a good relationship with the mother between the age of 3 and adulthood, somehow in the background. So we are quick to say the mother abandoned him. The mother is now looking after than the father.
Thank you,
We don't know. Remember when Mohbad was on the last line? When Mohbad, after every negative thing was said about his mother, towards the end of his life, that he did not even know his life was going to be taken that way, he was still able to build a good relationship with his mother, despite all the negativity the dad actually dragged out after his demise. He did everything to connect with his mom. To say,
I think I want them to be married to be together again.
So there are things we need to take into consideration. To remember, it is what Paparino is said about karma. It is the way you, the father, have actually lived your life and dealt with other people, family members, even the child's mom. It is the karma that is going to make Ashake behave the way he behaved originally. And he may still not have forgiving the father, because sometimes if you look deep down inside it, perhaps the father, Ashake's father, he's done a lot of wrong to his own dad, who is the child's grandfather.
I mean, thank you.
Then that is exactly the pattern, because what does Ashake's daughter done?
Please, the green.
What did you say?
So Can you hear me? Am I audible? So for me, karma is actually just consequence of your actions in life. So regardless, it doesn't have to be family, related. Your karma can actually also come from, killing or maltreating even an animal. That's my understanding of karma. Karma is like your intentions, whether good or bad, that you impute into the world and your actions. So it can be anything. So if it's so
You
much
reap what you
invested
sow,
into your
basically.
family,
You reap whatever you sow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's just it. That's just.
And then we now connecting karma to this situation with on the Shaka.
Yeah. So I just want to shift the narrative from just karma being because a parent is bad or a child is bad and it will affect the child's child or the father's children. No, it can actually be you maltreating animals. You know, all these dogs you just bring and you treat anyhow, or cats in your houses, like they have karmic influences that it can occur and retaliate in your life. For example, you can just start getting poor, or you start getting sick, or your children start misbehaving. It's every action as an individual. You should be accountable for your actions. You should tend towards the good. That's, you should balance it, and tend towards more of goodwill. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, karma really is literally your attitude as a human being towards everything in life. Sometimes your nonchalance in life can actually bring about karma. Why? Because you don't care about other people, you are nonchalant about people's misgivings, and the children you bring up actually are beginning to see that, they're beginning to grow to understand that that is how things should be. And then, you can look at a situation, you're riding a motorbike, someone decide to cut you off, and you decide to retaliate, and out of that retaliation, you get taken off the road by another vehicle. And that's an instant karma. That's an instant karma. Yeah, it's an instant karma. So the thing is actually that they say, do unto others as you want people to do towards you. And I think that there is more to this story, and because it's actually been allowed to blow to where it blew out to. And one thing, and one point I want to make, this is addressing Voice of Ghana when she said what she said the last time, and I think Elaine came on to say the same thing. You see, sometimes in life, you always have to think about there's one lender of last resort. No, so regardless of what your condition is, and you may have children and have other children, maybe they are not as well to do, and even the one that is well to do, you've not spoken to him for 10 years, 100 years. At the end of the day, out of desperation, that may be your last resort. And if it becomes your last resort, maybe the ways and manners in which this whole thing escalated may not have been the best way, especially whether going public. But at the end of the day, out of desperation, I'm sure people have surrounded him. I'm sure people also want to benefit from this thing going viral, surrounding the man, taking the video to say, oh, we post it now. Once we post it, who is making that noise now? Once we post it, before you know what's going on, he will respond. And someone did mention something. You see, when you urge a man out of desperation to actually take an action, and that action is not the best action, there are also people killed in the background to benefit from it financially. And that's us as human beings. You see, you will find out that the guy is not acting alone, but the people that actually pushed him to throw this on social media also wants to benefit from it.
Exactly, that's what I can see. Yeah. I can see all of them. Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
So it's unfortunate, this whole thing. But
it should have been the other way around.
When Mama and Papa are in village, and our brother is doing well in the city, and all the ones in the village are waiting for brother to come. Brother is blown, is doing well in the city, and at the end of the day, where else you want them to go? They're not going to go to people villages and be begging for coins. They will go into the city and go and look for brother.
Exactly.
That's the reality of life.
As we all hear, we all have crosses to bear. There's some extended relatives that come to you on a yearly basis. You just have to budget yourself, plan yourself. Okay, this year, this is how much I'm giving out to people. End of story. For me, I believe Ashake, yes, he probably needs a kind of, how would I say, a therapy by himself for himself, to understand the magnitude and support his father, especially at this sixth stage of his. The man is very sick. He has a stroke, or somebody has a stroke, and he will suffer double stroke in between. Organize a carer for him, get in a very comfortable place, nice place that he himself will be happy about. And then he can only blame himself. Yeah, but with the kind of money he has, he can do that without any problem.
It's a difficult position. You still need to sort of like understand the spirit of anger and the spirit of...
What are you saying? Excuse me. What exactly are you saying? In this case, I can't actually say, because I keep seeing some sort of pattern regarding Achake's behavior. Eventually, the lady that supported him while he was in uni, he fucked. I'm sorry to use that word. I swear a lot. He ended up messing up with the lady. What has Ashake's daughter done to him? Yeah, so now let's leave his father. Let's say he was a bad dad, and that is not what. I don't even think you guys have been looking at what's happening on social media. There are some guys that they've been going from door to door in Lagos Island just to make inquiries, investigate this whole issue to know if truly the man was actually in his life, not Ashake's family. And they've all been saying good things about the man in terms of the man actually being there for Ashake. Now let's leave that. It could be maybe some sort of emotional stuff happened in the house. Maybe that's why he's doing that. But what has the daughter done to him? So I'm saying the pattern of now he's got fame, because there are people like that. What money does to people, you can't plan for it. Me, I'm a single mom, two kids. I'm into Haiti, and I know that in my life I can never be broke. I know I got with God. All things are possible. I know I will never be broke. But if my children decide to do this rubbish, if I need them in future, if anything that is worse than social media is outside at that particular point in time, I'm fucking calling them out. I will call them out. At the moment, I'm very ill. My son is ill. He can't go to nursery, but I still got my laptop in here. I'm working. And I suffered. I know how much I've suffered. Even though the dad is not like there. There are times my daughter would block her dad. She's 12 years, and I would tell her, "Don't make me slap you. The guy is rich or he's not rich. He's still your dad. There's some things. It's just common sense. He's still your dad. Don't."
That's you being a good mother.
No, that is me.
Not every mom will agree with you.
Yeah, that is me being a good mom. Okay, whatever that is contributing, appreciate it. See, I've used my kind of person, the way I am, to even change him to be a better person for his own kids. You get what I'm trying to say? But now in the future, I've labored for these children all along, and I now need them, which I know that I live in the UK. I'm never going to be broke. I'm not going to lie. But I will still need them to be there for me, because I was there for them. And if there's anything worse than social media, I will call them out.
Yeah, we all know that it's more to life.
So I'm never going to blame. Baba Ashake now came out. Ashake is now saying, "Okay, I'm going to pay your bills." If you guys heard what he said, for 3 years he's been trying to contact this guy.
No, that's your story. The story is different from what I heard. Right.
You go on social media, keep saying a couple of things, and you know that Ashake. Some people said Ashake from different people that they've been saying all sorts of things. That Ashake, the name is Ashake's mom. No, Ashake's mom is Fali. Ashake is grandma's name.
Is Ashake's auntie's name? Who helped raise Ashake? And
no, they said it's the grandma.
She died.
They said it's not Ashake.
Okay, one thing we have to understand is that in every family there's a story. There must be a story. There is always a story.
So where is humanity in us?
Now,
me, you know one thing, I'm going to drop because I need to go into a meeting now. I don't care about what Ashake does to his father, but here is the thing, he's got a child. So now I don't want it to be like, because me, I'm looking at the pattern. The lady that stood by you when you were in uni, eventually she's no longer good. You have your choice. I can decide. But that doesn't mean that you've got a chance.
And just to support what you say, you don't allow me to.
It's very important for you. It's dumping people.
Just like that.
That is what I want you guys to look at it.
You, ma, please.
Yeah, please. You can go ahead. Sorry, who's got a question for me?
No, I just support what you said. I say
dumping people. See, let's be human. In whatever we do, life is never going to be fair. When I was married, my ex would tell me, life is not fair, it's not going to be fair with me. I used to cry that time. But he was teaching me something. He wanted me to realize one thing, because I came from a home that is quite loving. And I expect that, when you're married, two same people are coming together, I expect us to be sane. But he was not sane. But then, when he would tell me life is not fair, don't expect me to be fair with you. But later, I started learning, because I didn't learn that time. If I had learned that time, eventually I trusted so many people after that I'm like, okay, and I got heartbroken. Now, I'm not tough, but I have this expectation that, people can do whatever they want to do. But here is the thing, can we just try to be fair? Even if, I don't want to talk about my own family. I'm from a broken family as well, but my daddy took care of us. See, at times if I don't have any money and that man calls me for anything, I'm drop it. I'm telling you, because I could see how much he suffered for us. He would cook for us. He would do so many things. When my mates were okay, we don't do things like that. It's not as if we're from a rich family. I think it got rich when I was about living uni. That was able to send me to come to Oxford to come and study. But then you just have to but we lived together and we suffered together. I didn't say my dad did I not go through some things that time. I went through some things. I went when there was no money. I went through some things, but the father, he stood there. He didn't abandon me. Even the one that abandoned us, I'm still taking care of her. You just have to be human. And now let's leave Ashake. What has Ashake's dad? What has the daughter done to this guy? Why isn't dumping everybody around him? That is my question. It needs to change. That daughter, you should take care of that daughter. So let's say this whole story came out and I didn't see some sort of pattern, then I can believe whatever every other person has been saying.
So, Ola TY, can I ask you that maybe Ashake actually needs a therapy himself?
Yeah, of course that it does now. Of course it does. Of course it does. Yeah. It needs that, and then it needs.
You see, all of you who are speaking here, I want to believe that you guys are reasonable enough to make some certain decisions.
Paparino, can I answer that lady 1 minute, please? I came up because of her. The lady asked a question that why is Ashake dumping everyone around him? I think you should ask Mohbad that question. If Mohbad has dumped everyone around him for the people are giving you your mental health problem. Dump them, give them this.
Okay, sure, I'm not talking about mental health.
How do you have that information put down from where? The child is living with the father. Don't you papa and dad they say to put down from where? No, now. Papa and going to buy us. You get me?
I don't get you. Sorry, I'm not.
Let's even be fair here, right? What is the relationship between Ashake and the baby mama? Like, is that child through Ashake's child? Has Ashake ever disputed that child? And why is the baby mama living in the father's house? For what? I don't understand. To do what? I mean, Baba mi no fe kajo mi.
Exactly. You said it all.
See, the child is 11 or 12 years.
For them.
If you got issue with the paternity of the child, you can easily do DNA. And even let's say the man has done something wrong, yeah?
Mind, I don't know why.
Even let's say the man has actually done something wrong, you can take care of people from afar. There are some people in my family that I take care of them from afar. You see, if you don't, I got this one now. I understand people are not fair.
Yeah. Can you ask yourself, what if Ashake is abandoning his father because of that lady too? Because there are some people you don't want in your life, and you want to push them away, but some people will encourage them just because they want to get at you, and you will get away with both of them or all of them. Because maybe Asake is trying to avoid that lady. He don't like, maybe the lady was not good to him. Maybe he knows that child is not his child. You never know. Maybe there's dispute between them. Wait now. Maybe there's dispute. Wait now, let me finish. Maybe there's dispute between them long ago. But the lady, because there are some people, they will always pretend. Even she knows that Asake knows that child is not his child, but they will always come around the family to manipulate. You know this kind of ladies. What she want to tell me that since she got that
what
type
if Asake father, they want that woman to marry to Asake? What if they are forcing that woman?
And he don't want that woman.
And
he don't want that woman.
Is that not the reason why he cannot take care of his own father from afar?
Yeah, it can be a reason.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I still have a bit of humanity in myself. Yeah.
Wait now. When people are hurting you, they don't have humanity. You, when you pay back, you don't have humanity, right? If they are hurting you, they are not reasoning what they are doing to you. Immediately you want to pay your own back.
No. That's saying that. Wait, on your point of
you shouldn't speak that way.
Things.
No. What she's saying that humanitarian. If she has
we have to be human in anything we do. In anything we do.
People are hurting you, they are not human. They are human. We're not thinking that they are hurting you.
Let me tell you, that's why. Let me tell you, that's why.
I don't reason this way.
Let me tell you, that's why.
We have to ask questions before we judge. My only thing I'm saying before
we say
let
me tell you something.
My major concern is with the doctor.
Everybody, let's add up little, okay, so that everybody can.
Let me tell you something. That is the major problem we are having because we already got it wrong as human. Okay. We need to be human first before any other thing. Where is the humanity in him? Because the thing is, if someone like him, how big he is a superstar and everything, if the child is even though you're having issues or you're having, he's been with the child, not today. So what has changed? Why is it now that he's trying to say maybe the child is not his or something?
He's not even saying that.
So he's not saying that. So
that there was a couple
apparently he has never denied the paternity.
So
I don't know what Azov is saying.
I just read it.
Guys, when Asake said Baba mi no fe kaju me, what does he mean by that?
It might be something else. It might be against his mother.
And do you know that something? If it's you, can you take that something else?
It could be against his mother. It could be against. It could be against his mother.
Yes.
He loves his mother.
No. You can tell it's money issue. Apparently, that's nothing else.
Yeah, it could be money issue with his mom.
It's money issue. He has given his dad a big money, and the man squandered it. Simple.
Yes. The man might have squandered. See, let me tell you something. You know,
I don't want to bring private issues to things, right? Some of us have paid enough money, right, to say, okay, buy me a property and blah blah blah, and then the money get eaten by snakes.
Exactly. See, that's what I said. Let me tell you something. Like Ola T.Y. She already knows the type of father she has. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if there are some certain things she wants to do like this, she knows who to go with, who she can trust that money with. And the same thing with Asake also. So he should already know the type of father and the type of mother he's got, you know. Then what is next? He's the one that will now know how to deal with them. Is it okay? Is it on a monthly basis, he's going to be giving his dad money to take care of himself? It's not going to cost him anything. Instead of you giving him that money in bulk, why not
you decide to buy him a house? Don't
exactly
for him, because if you give him a house, just a normal, that much. Give him a house.
Listen to this.
Excuse me, please. Okay, I'm just gonna drop. I've got meeting in like 1 minute. Okay, get him in a house. See, let's say he's done something like that. There's gonna be evidence that he's done something like that. We would have seen it that he's done something like that. Not that you should give someone like that wastes money give him like 15 hens.
Yeah, because not
going to
everyone
squander
knows
them.
how to
So things
manage
are just
Not everyone knows how to
Listen,
manage.
Ola TY apparently gave his dad 100 billion. Listen to his statement. You can't please everyone. You can't please the world. But anything you are doing, just do it for God. That was coming from Ashake.
Yes.
Okay, so don't try to rubbish this guy.
I will say this.
Rubbish him. But what has he done for his daughter? You see,
I'm not talking about the dad.
I'm not talking about the dad. Let's say he was even a monster.
I'm about to bolster your point. We need to take something away from this and actually ponder over it. The question is Ashake a dumper? Is he a runner? There is a pattern in the way he's moderated himself in the past that we cannot discount the fact that he seems to dump. Why? Is that part of his nature? And Richie is that his business belief. Does he need therapy?
Exactly. That is the view I'm trying to like put out in here. Maybe it's in its heart. Because I keep saying that he's running from so many people. Why? Anyway,
if you are running from,
I need to go. Please drop me. Thank you.
If you are running
that
from
might be, that might be something
emotionally.
I'm listening.
Only Tylon. Gbogbo tó bá ń ṣe, ṣàmàṣe fọ́dọ̀. Kò dẹ̀ jọjọ́, àmàwọ́ lẹ́sùn.
Let me translate that first place. You can't place,
I understand.
You can't place, not you're not the only one here, please. No. You cannot place every person. Okay, you cannot place the whole human being. He's referring to his father here. Okay, for him to be analyzed in here. He's saying that no matter how, you can't place everybody. That in whatever you do, just do it for God. And remember the day you will go back to your creator. Okay? Yeah. So he's fully aware. It's not somebody who's unaware of whatever you do.
Paparino, it is
okay. It's well conscious. The things you're thinking is thinking it.
Listen, he said this.
There are some things stopping him. Go on.
He said, my own father wants to cajole me. I have sent him so much money to him. I have struggled for so many years.
No,
they want to make me my life tire me.
I didn't hear that. Let's hear that, please.
Gbogbo tí o bá ń ṣe, ṣàmàṣe fọ́lọ̀. Kò dẹ̀ rántí ọjọ́, tàmáwọ́ lẹ́sùn. Abóorí, bó ṣe ń lọ ọmọ ìyá mi abóorí. Bàbá mi gan fẹ́ kájọ mi, bọ́mú stand mo fi tẹ̀lé paná mi. Ọmọ bá mo máa tẹ́wọ́ gan, mo dẹ̀ lónú kan tó bá distract.
Set money all the time, and he said that let everybody use their sense and think about the day you will die, you go back to your creator. You see? So, and I think, right, for him to allow his father to abandon the man, I don't know whatever that is happening between them. On one side, he may feel like, okay, the man doesn't understand the way you rule. Okay, and he doesn't understand the man. So, everybody was on their own because the man couldn't follow his principle. I know, so him is grown up now. When kids grow up, they take charge, they begin to command. Okay, and the only people that can last around them is the only ones that can less their ego. And most women, they can less their ego. Even if their son say, sit down there, they will sit down there. But you can't tell your father to do that. Your father won't sit down. You see, he will still be assuming the authority over you. So it's not gonna work. So I think the relationship broke between them, like the relationship between Asake and the father. It's something that does not exist. The father was stubborn to him, and he was stubborn to the father. And I think one thing that will put an end to the misbehavior of the father is for the father to have gone this extra length to come out and embarrass himself. Okay, because now with what this guy has said now, okay, this one too will hit back at him. So tomorrow now, whatever Asake does for him now, he can't squander it. He'll be very careful because now all eyes are on him. This man can come out in the next 3 years right now and do the same shit again. Nobody's going to listen to him.
Paparino, gambling is addictive. That you need to
addictive. Exactly. So Asake had to go. Asake might have been angry. I mean, that is just what I think.
That comes to what I said, like, placing him, not giving him a huge money where he's going to squander. So you place him on the money, like maybe weekly or, because if you finish that money this week, he's going to have another one.
Yeah, there's something you have to consider, right? You have to consider their heart, the way their heart is. If you want to bless people sometimes, you'll be giving them. But the moment you decide to strong your heart against somebody, I swear, even if they are dying, you will not care. I'm telling you. People don't understand this thing.
Yeah.
There are some things there's some situations that you have
It's called entitlement.
You have to be there to understand how it is like. If you are not there, you won't understand. Okay? Yes.
Paparino, this Ashake's situation, even though people think that what the father did was good or bad, I think that it's time fathers start planning their life instead of putting their hopes and all their life on their kids. Because some fathers, they don't take care of kids, but they want the kids to take care of them. You see, people like us, we all went through good fathers, but who were bad because of bad wives. So end of the day, when you grow up, you have always been alone, so you don't have that feelings towards them. It's not because you hate them, but the feelings between that love is not there. Like me, I'll do anything for my kids, but they will not do the same thing for their dad. It's because the dad has never been there. So this situation, it's very.
But it's sad. Okay, looking at the situation, it's sad to see that a child's father is going through a very difficult moment, and the son is there, watching because of one reason or the other. Truly, the human in us would not allow us to do that. Even there are sometimes people wrong you, okay, and you vow that you will do nothing with them again. Sometimes it's your neighbor, okay, and you have vowed that you will never even pick their call. But there are some situations they will be in, right, and they will need your attention, where the human in you will have to speak. This is what makes us human beings. That merciful part of us comes to play. But no, one thing about these guys is, if he understands the kind of father he has, if he knows his father is cajoling him, if he knows his father, there are some parents, right? They know that the only way they can get money from their children, from their son, is to lie to them. So they will just tell that they are sick, okay, just to get at you. They'll keep devising different methods. And believe me, if you have to go that way sometimes as an individual, to try to please somebody at all costs, especially somebody who's highly entitled, right? You may end up losing focus. And when you lose focus, you will come down back to their level. And now they will no longer disturb you because you are down.
Laughing.
Yeah. Because now you're back to the level where they are. Only tired on room. I see him singing and laughing. At the end of the song, even himself, he laughed.
Bàbá mi gan fẹ́ ka
Can we say the career that his father never built for him? His father did not make him a successful musician. Okay? It is the grace that he found, the grace that is in him. You see, I keep saying this thing. It is the obligation of parents to bring up their children.
Please,
okay? There are some children you will spend all the money on, take them to university. How many of them become successful? So because you send them to school, they eat your food, does not guarantee them success automatically. Does not. Or do not guarantee them success. Their path towards success, most of the time, is their individual hustle. Is their individual hard working. And you've got to respect that. You've got to do that. This is another man that has, that has found a way. And you don't even know whether he's even in Illuminati. You don't even know whether he's even in some kind of group. Maybe they have told him, this richness that we are giving to you, don't give money to your father. As we are giving you this richness, Yungo, like Cameroonian Yungo, make sure you don't give money to your father. Oh. If you give her money, even if the man is calling you and is you see, you see, Abori. This guy is speaking to you guys, but you don't understand. See, people, we have to. There are some things that sometimes she look up too much like this. So that is it. We don't know the secrets to his success. We don't know how he became what he is today. Okay, and that should be respected, no matter what. So that's why the moment I heard it, I heard Ashake, going back and forth. So I said, the man too, there must have been something the man himself will have done. That is the relationship between the man and Ashake is broken. And should it be like that, I don't encourage it. Parents should have good relationship with their children. There are different dispositions, there are different times. There are times where children listen to their parents. They listen more to the experience of their parents. Now they get experienced, they learn, then they add their own information they learn from their parents, they add it to the new information of their own time. They put the two together, automatically they become better. As things goes on, they begin to, now as things goes on, they also need someone to listen to them, not someone to be directing them, doing this, which is a common thing in our land here. In the eyes of an African parent, those kids, they are always kids. They are always the same age. African parents or African men, they like to assume full authority. They are authoritative in nature. And I don't know why it's like that. It's not like this with other races. And that is why you see we mostly encounter almost similar problems. It keeps repeating itself again. We don't think of how to solve it. There must be solution, there must be balance. If you look at the life of Mohbad, the same thing happened to Mohbad. Okay? He didn't care for his father. He was already giving millions to the mother. How about the father? Was it the same? No. The father said he never got 500,000 naira from Mohbad. That's equivalent to, that's less than $300. So Mohbad is making it, Mohbad father is saying that in Mohbad lifetime, he never received $300 cash from Mohbad. And seeing his condition, how he was then, me too, I won't believe whether, I won't say, I will believe it, yes. In the situation then, I will believe it that, yes, possibly, because he doesn't show like somebody who can even afford even clean clothes for himself. Their singlet was dirty, the situation wasn't good. And that was what prompted me to be saying, come guys, let's contribute money for this man. But today, He's swearing, even swearing at us. Okay, Paparino, I would just believe that at the end of the day, a lot of things will be revealed. But when karma start fighting back, let nobody cry. Because this Ashake that you see today now, when he was trying to resolve between his father, for many years, things didn't work out. Okay, and then it's okay, stay on your own, let me stay on my own. Okay, and then later on, it backfired. You see, and then somebody have to blame some other persons. So make sure that you have a good relationship with your family members and you will enjoy the benefits. There's always a good benefit in having a good relationship with people. Okay, guys. Yes, there's always a good benefit, like when there exists a healthy relationship with people. So